Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ludington Oriole girls basketball here on the Oriole Sports Network. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, with you. I'm joined tonight by Braden Kronline. He will be our OSN technical engineer, and Julia Havman, our OSN camerawoman for the JV girls game. It's a doubleheader here tonight at Hawley Gym. Traverse City Central is in town. The Orioles taking on the Trojans. We want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, the exclusive sponsor of the pregame show. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. Pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. And also a shout out to PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. PM Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. Pure Marquette Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Here are the starting lineups for the Traverse City Central Trojans girls JV team, coached by Matt Gorman. Starting at the guards, number 2, Annie Goldcool. Also, number 24, Marley McGregor. McGregor is a freshman. Goldcool is a sophomore. At forwards for the Trojans, number 5, Lucy Bongiorno. She is a forward and is a sophomore. The other forward, number 25, Kaysen Kitzmiller. She is a freshman. And at center, number 31, Annabelle Bird, a sophomore. For the Orioles, coached by Dan Mesher, assisted by Katie Mesher. Starting at the guards, number 11, Madeline Kenyon. She is a freshman. And number 15, Ashley Stowe, a sophomore. 3 forwards starting for the Orioles tonight. Number 30, Reese Willis, a sophomore. Also number 13, Madeline Lynn. She is a freshman. And number 12, Jalen Laird, a freshman. Again, a big thank you to House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor, and to Pure Marquette Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. Monday night basketball from Hawley Gymnasium, the start of a big week for Oriole basketball. Got the varsity game following this game tonight. Ludington 14-5 against Traverse City Central 14-5. That'll be the varsity game tomorrow. The battle for Mason County. Ludington Orioles and the Mason County Central Spartans. Boys basketball here at Hawley Gymnasium. We'll be bringing you that. And on Thursday, we will be at Manistee as the Orioles take on their arch rivals. So they got their county rivals tomorrow, and then Thursday they have their arch rivals, the Manistee Chippewas, at Manistee. All right, Orioles controlled the tip, and there's a dribble drive and a shot put up there by the Orioles' Madeline Kenyon. It's no good, but she's fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Foul called on the Trojans, Lucy Bongiorno. Kenyon at the free throw line. First shot is no good. Kenyon's second attempt, no good. Rebound to Bongiorno. And now she'll give it to her teammate, Annabelle Bird. Bird now over to McGregor. Ball's deflected, and there's a steal by the Orioles. Lynn had it, and she'll give it up now to Laird. Laird, Kenyon. Now Ashley Stowe with it. Stowe, cross-court pass. Jalen Laird. Laird now to Reese Willis. Willis back to Laird to Stowe. Ludington in their white jerseys, orange lettering and numerals trimmed in black. Traverse City Central. It's a nice little drive there, baseline drive, and a shot put up and in there by Madeline Kenyon. Orioles on top 2-0. 6:50 to go in this opening quarter. As I was saying, Traverse City Central black jerseys, gold lettering and numerals trimmed in black. There's a steal by Traverse City Central with the ball, 24, Marley McGregor. And now she steps out of bounds, and it'll be Ludington basketball. 6:31 to go in the opening quarter. Ludington 2, Traverse City Central nothing. Talking to Oriole head coach Warren Stowe, the varsity head coach, said last week's cancellation with Muskegon Orchard View will not be made up. There's a shot up and in. Reese Willis. Ludington up 4-0. As Willis gets the basket. Orioles have clinched the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division Championship, and I'm sure that played a big part into why that conference game will not be made up. I'm sure if it had any type of implications, there was another team that was within striking distance for, with the Ludington Orioles, I'm sure they would play that game. But what Coach Stowe tells me, it will not be made up. Nice baseline set shot put up there by Madeline Lynn. Timeout, Traverse City. Ludington off to a 6-0 lead here with 5:35 to go in this opening quarter. 30-second timeout. Hey, folks, Indian Summer is proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Also, a big shout-out to Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution out on those roads. But if you do end up with a scrape, if you're involved in a fender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, call Mike Benedict, 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Back to the action here. It's 5:35 to go in the opening quarter. Ludington 6, Traverse City Central nothing. Into the Oriole lineup, number 23, Severa Moser. Foul called on the Orioles. With the ball for Traverse City Central, number 24, Marley McGregor. McGregor gives it now to Annie Goldcool. Goldcool, Kitzmiller. Now there's a steal right there. Kenyon on her way to the hoop, up and good. Madeline Kenyon with the steal and the basket. She's got 4 in the first quarter. Orioles up 8-0. Orioles almost had themselves a deflection there. Now a foul will be called, and I believe it's going to be called on Jalen Laird. Going to the free throw line and shooting 2 for the Trojans, number 5, Lucy Bongiorno. First shot is no good. I was over getting the starting lineup from Traverse City Central JV coach Matt Gorman. I said, with number 5, Lucy Bongiorno, I said, is that pronounced the way it looks? And he said, yes. And I said, boy, I'm going to think I'm back in Italy again. He said, yep, it's Bongiorno. And the Trojans are on the board. A shot by Eiley Rodenroth, who's checked into the game. And she gets the Trojans' first points. A jump ball, possession arrow to the Trojans. Reese Willis will check back into the Oriole lineup. Ludington up 8-2. 4:30 left in this opening quarter. With the ball, Annie Goldcool. Goldcool now over to Marley McGregor. McGregor, double dribble violation, Ludington basketball. Orioles sent 4 girls down court. They had nobody there to trigger the ball, and finally Reese Willis came back. She'll get it in. I'm sorry, no, that was actually Severa Moser who triggered the ball in. Ashley Stowe has it now. Kenyon Kenyon, who's been seeing some varsity action under the 5-quarter rule. Baseline runner there up, no good there. Saved, good save there by Kenyon. And she'll get it to Stowe. Now shot is up and no good. Laird put that shot up. Now we have an offensive foul. Foul called on Reese Willis. 3:50 to go in the opening quarter. There's a steal by Ashley Stowe. She'll get it ahead to Kenyon. Good! Assist to Ashley Stowe. Basket to Madeline Kenyon, who has 6 points in this first quarter. There's a breakaway there, and getting the basket for Traverse City Central, number 5, Lucy Bongiorno. Ludington 10, Traverse City Central 4. Stowe on the dribble. Now she'll give it up to Reese Willis. Reese, she'll swing it now to Moser. Moser back to Laird. Laird to Kenyon. Kenyon now will give it to Jalen Laird, back to Kenyon. Timeout, Ludington. 2:58 left in the opening quarter. Ludington 10, Traverse City Central 4. It's a 30-second timeout. Gives us a chance to talk about some more of our fantastic sponsors, including Ludington Chiropractic. If you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor to relieve that pain, see Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, right next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 231-843-1874. And also a shout out to Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. They are there for you folks. Lundquist Furniture, a family-owned and operated business since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist, 231-757-3368. Back to action here at Hawley Gymnasium, Ludington basketball. Nice pass right there by Moser. She got it to Kenyon. Kenyon shot no good. Reese Willis, no good. And here comes Traverse City Central. The Orioles had a nicely written up play right there. Now we have a tie-up, and it's going to be Ludington basketball on the possession arrow. Ludington up 10-4, 2:47 to go in the opening quarter. Ashley Stowe with the ball. Now over to Madeline Kenyon. Kenyon still with it. And I said earlier, folks, varsity game tonight, you're going to have two 14-5 teams going at it. Jalen Laird reports back into the Oriole lineup. So you got Laird and Lynn out there now with Stowe, Willis, and Kenyon. 2:30 to go in the opening quarter. Orioles with a 6-point lead, 10-4. There's a nice block there by Jalen Laird. She'll outlet it to Ashley Stowe. Stowe ahead now to Moser. Now Moser is going to draw the foul, and it'll be called on Eiley Rodenroth. Sydney Shimanek checks into the Oriole lineup. She wears jersey number 10. She is a sophomore. Steal for Traverse City Central. Now they lose the ball out of bounds, and it'll be Ludington basketball. Bongiorno was on the attack right there. Lost the ball. It went out of bounds. It'll be Ludington ball, and here come the Orioles. Madeline Kenyon with it. Kenyon, who got her first varsity points last week. Nice pass inside, and there's a basket for the Orioles. Jalen Laird. Ludington up 12-4. 1:44 left in the opening quarter. Goldcool with it. Goldcool being pressured. And now we'll have, almost a tie-up. Now the Orioles do get it. And now Kenyon is going to be fouled. 1:31 to go in this opening quarter. Orioles playing that tenacious defense into the Trojans lineup. Number 35, Annika Peterson. She is a freshman. And back into the Orioles lineup, number 15, Ashley Stowe. Nice pass right there on the entry pass. The shot is no good, but we have a foul called on Traverse City Central. Foul called on Annika Peterson. Jalen Laird at the free throw line for the Orioles. First shot is good. 3 points for Laird in this first quarter. Senior night tonight here at Hawley Gymnasium. Second shot, no good. For the Orioles, Annie Klein, Olivia Lynn, Keelan Laird, and Christina Schwach will all be honored. There's a missed shot, but the putback up and in by Annika Peterson. Ludington up 13-6 with 1:08 to go in the opening quarter. Nice give and go. Lynn shot, no good. Rebound to the Trojans, number 24, Marley McGregor. McGregor to Peterson. Peterson will kick it now back to Goldcool. Now on the dribble drive, shot up, no good there by Eiley Rodenroth. And here come the Orioles. Ashley Stowe with it. Stowe now to Moser. Severa Moser with it. Nice pass to Lynn. Her shot, I'm sorry, that was Laird. Too much on her shot right there. And here comes Traverse City Central. McGregor. McGregor swings it over to Goldcool. Now Peterson with it. Back to McGregor. McGregor now. Goldcool. McGregor. Kitzmiller. There's a shot on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound. Kitzmiller had it, lost it, and now we're going to have a foul called on the Trojans. Called on number 25, Kason Kitzmiller. For the Orioles, checking into the ballgame, number 25, Vivian Morse. Vivian is a freshman. 2 seconds to go. I don't think the Orioles, they get a shot off, and no good. At the end of one from Hawley Gym, girls JV basketball. Ludington 13, Traverse City Central 6. You're watching the Orioles Sports Network.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium, Ludington 13, Traverse City Central 6. We begin play here in the second quarter. Traverse City Central with the basketball. Marley McGregor, she'll give it up now to Kylie Ball, who's checked into the game. Ball wears jersey number 14, and she is a freshman. Foul called on the Orioles, Jalen Laird. First free throw is up and good by Kylie Ball. Second shot up and no good. Actually, it hit the support. High bounce on that one. Ludington up 13-7. 7:48 to go in the second quarter. Reese Willis reports back into the Oriole lineup. Willis ball, she'll get it in. It was deflected, but Madeline Kenyon still was able to get it. Now an offensive foul called on Madeline Kenyon. Offensive foul on the Orioles, number 11, Madeline Kenyon. That's her first. Three-point attempt by the Trojans, up no good. That shot was put up by Marley McGregor. Central still with the ball. Kylie Ball. And she'll get it back to her teammate now. The shot put up there, no good by Kaysen Kitzmiller. Out of bounds, last touch by the Orioles, so Traverse City Central will get it. Will maintain possession, I should say. Ludington up 13-7. There's a steal. Kenyon with the steal, and shot no good. Gets her own rebound, loses it, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be Ludington basketball. Last touch by the Trojans. Kenyon will trigger it in. So get it into Madeline Lynn. Now to Ashley Stowe. Stowe swings it now. Oh, 3-second violation on the Orioles. Hey, folks, Ludington Paint and Glass has been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. Call LP&G at 843-8250. Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects, and they are proud to support Ludington Orioles sports while being a sponsor on the Orioles Sports Network. So he had a turnover there by the Trojans, Ludington basketball. Stowe tried to get that ball in. It's picked off there by Ball. Ball still with it, loses it. Peterson has it now. The ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Traverse City Central. Savera Moser will check into the Oriole lineup and replace Annika Sherman, who had been in. Annika snuck in there. I didn't even see her go in. We have a full timeout. We'll step aside. Ludington 13, Traverse City Central 7. You are watching the OSN, a bird's eye view of local sports.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Ludington 13, Traverse City Central 7. 6:55 left in the opening half. Looking over at some of the fans here, it's good to see Haley Stowe here in attendance tonight. Former outstanding Ludington Oriole basketball and soccer player. She's here watching her sister tonight, Ashley Stowe. Of course, Haley playing both basketball and soccer now in college at Cornerstone University. See, she's basketball teammates with Abby Banstra. All right, Ludington forces a turnover, and there was Kenyon trying to get that ball there to Madeline Lynn. A little bit too high on the pass right there. Into the Trojans lineup, number 12, Abigail McDonough. She'll get the ball in now to Marley McGregor. McGregor gives it up to Kylie Ball. Ball to Peterson, baseline jumper, good. Annika Peterson. Ludington 13, Traverse City Central 9, 6:12 to go in this opening half. Madeline Kenyon with the ball. Kenyon. In double team, wide open. Lynn shot up and in and out, no good, but she's fouled, and she will shoot 2. Foul called on the Trojans, number 24, Marley McGregor. Madeline Lynn at the free throw line for the Orioles. First shot, no good. Second shot, good. Madeline Lynn gets 1 of 2 free throws. Ludington up 14-9. 5:51 to go in the second quarter. Ball with the ball. I just realized that. I was thinking of Kid Rock's "Ba with the Ba" song. But Ball gets puts the shot up and gets the basket. Ludington up 14-11, 5:26 to go in this opening half. Lynn with it now. She'll get it back to Moser. Moser now in a tie-up, and it will be Ludington basketball. Orioles are going to have to get somebody to trigger. There we go. Savera Moser will trigger the ball in. And she'll get it in to, that was Reese Willis. Willis to Stowe. Stowe now over to Reese Willis. She'll give it up. Kenyon. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Kenyon to Lynn. They'll swing it now. Moser with it. Moser, ball deflected. Traverse City Central has it. That's number 10, Eiley Rodenroth. Rodenroth, and now a traveling violation called on Rodenroth. Jalen Laird reports back into the Oriole lineup. Madeline Kenyon with the basketball for the Orioles. Oh my goodness. Wow. Did Ashley Stowe ever take one for the team right there? No call either way. She went down hard, and she's holding the back of her head. Tell you what, she's a tough competitor, just like her big sister is. But boy, did she go down there. That was like a locomotive got run over right there. Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen a harder hit, even in a boys' game right there. I applaud and send out an OSN Bravo Zulu salute there to Ashley Stowe. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to watching the replay on that. You had your head down. You didn't see it. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That was a decleater, as I call in football often. All right, Ludington with the basketball. 4:05 to go in the second quarter, and they are up 14-11. I know all the years I watched roller derby, I don't think I ever saw a hit that hard. Trojans with the basketball. A shot put up, no good. Rebound by Ashley Stowe. And again, I really applaud her, folks. Wow. I still can't get over that collision. Stowe with the ball. I mean, it's a good thing that she's got a pony. Yeah, you call that's ponytail, right? Not pigtail. Ponytail right there. That ponytail, that acted as a shock absorber. All right, ball out of bounds right there. Ludington retains possession. 3:18 to go in this opening half. Ludington up 14-11. Moser is going to trigger the ball in, and she'll get it in to Lynn. Lynn bobbles it, and now Peterson has it for Traverse City Central. Ball deflected out of bounds. Their last touch by Madeline Lynn. Ludington was up 13-6 at the end of one. They lead right now 14-11 with 3:10 to go in the opening half. Trojans trying to get that ball into Peterson. We have a jump ball, possession arrow to Traverse City Central. Now a foul will be called on Reese Willis. Inbounding the ball for the Trojans, number 25, Kason Kitzmiller. Shot is on the way, in and out, no good there by Marley McGregor. Orioles have it. Moser gets it ahead to Laird. Laird still with it, ball knocked out of bounds. It will remain with the Orioles. Severa Moser will trigger the ball in. Moser will get it in to Willis. Reese Willis now looking for a teammate. She'll get it to Madeline Kenyon. Kenyon looked, she thought about taking the three there. That would have been a long-range three. Laird with it now. Kenyon's going to drive baseline, shot up and in. Nice drive there. Madeline Kenyon gets the basket. She's got 8 points in this first half. Ludington up 16-11. Now a traveling violation on the Trojans. Madeline Lynn reports back into the Oriole lineup. Shout out to McGee Insurance Group. They have been serving West Michigan since 1939. McGee Insurance Group provides quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10, located next door to Ludington Chiropractic. Call 845-5000. Now we have a jump ball. It should be possession arrow to the Orioles. .205 left in this first half. Little too high there on the pass. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Traverse City Central basketball. 2 minutes exactly left in this opening half. Marley McGregor with the basketball. She'll give it up now to her teammate. That's Kylie Ball. Ball now to Abigail McDonough. And we'll have a foul called on the Orioles. It's going to be called on number 23, Severa Moser. Into the Trojans lineup, number 5, Lucy Bongiorno. And back into the Orioles lineup, number 10, Sydney Shimanek. Also back into the Orioles lineup, number 30, Reese Willis. At the free throw line for the Trojans, number 25, Kason Kitzmiller. Shot is up, no good. Rebound to Jalen Laird. Laird will bring the ball up, still on the dribble. Now she'll swing it over to Madeline Kenyon, who swings it to Sydney Shimanek. Shimanek, nice give and go there to Lynn. Now Lynn will be called for the travel. Shout out to Crown and Cork. Currently closed. Crown and Cork will be reopening in April for their third season. We'd like to congratulate proprietors Linda and Brian Matson on the fine job they've done the first 2 years since purchasing the former PM Steamers, renaming it to Crown and Cork. Some fantastic food. They are located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. 109 left in the opening half. Ludington 16, Traverse City Central 11. Here's a three-point attempt, up and good. Marley McGregor nails the three. First three we've seen in this ball game. Ludington now leads by just 2, 16-14, with 47 seconds to go in the opening half. Shimanek with it for the Orioles. Shimanek on the tap, able to get it before it goes out of bounds. Now her pass is picked off, and Casey Kitzmiller shot up and good. We got a tie game. Ludington 16, Traverse City Central 16, and now the Orioles are going to turn the ball over, and the Trojans are going to get it right back. .24 seconds to go in the opening half. Now a palming violation called on the Trojans, and Ludington will have the basketball. Varsity game tonight, the halftime segment, the Indian Summer halftime segment will be the principal / JV girls basketball coach in the spotlight, Dan Mescher. Sat down with him today, had a very fun and interesting interview with Dan Mescher. We have a timeout on the floor, and it will be a 30-second timeout. A big thank you to Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call at 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. Also a shout out to Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And, of course, Urca Auto Center. Urca Auto Center is founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on their lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. Urca family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. .9 seconds to go. Jalen Laird was fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus. Free throw up, no good. Rebound, Traverse City Central. And here comes Marley McGregor. McGregor with 8 seconds left in the opening half. She'll pass it now to Ball. Ball will give it up to Bongiorno. They're not going to get a shot off. They do. Oh, they did get a shot off, and it's no good. And your score at the half from Hawley Gym, the Ludington Orioles 16, the Traverse City Central Trojans 16. Back in 3 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network. Stay tuned.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future projects. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm going to go with the old cliche word, and I'm going to say customer service. I like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's going to happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm going to handle things. We take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, We at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S., and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Scoop Hansen, Braden Kronline, and Julia Havman, the Oriole Sports Network, in collaboration and conjunction. Oh, actually, well, no, we're not. We're just the OSN right now. That'll be for the varsity game, folks, when 102.7 WMOM joins us, yes. Right now, we're just the Oriole Sports Network, and we want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call at 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. We're tied up at 16 apiece at the half. Girls JV basketball action, the Ludington Orioles and the Traverse City Central Trojans. Scoring for the Trojans in the first half, 2 points for Lucy Bongiorno, 2 points for Eiley Rodenroth, 3 for Kylie Ball, 3 for Marley McGregor, 2 for Kaysen Kitzmiller, and 4 points for Annika Peterson. For the Orioles, 8 points for Madeline Kenyon, 3 for Jalen Laird, 3 for Madeline Lynn, and 2 for Reese Willis. And again, we'd like to thank all of our awesome, fantastic, outstanding sponsors who are bringing you tonight's games: House of Flavors Manufacturing, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Pure Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Indian Summer, Benedict's Auto Center, Lundquist Furniture, Crown & Cork Restaurant, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee's Insurance, Urca Auto Center, and Dr. Mark Yuck and Ludington Chiropractic. Thank you for your sponsorship of the Orioles, and as always, go O's. Taking a look at the upcoming district number 35, we've talked about the boys' district 35, which will take place at Big Rapids. The girls' district 35 will take place at Reed City High School, and that starts next week, folks. Yes, believe it or not, March Madness is upon us. Tournament starting next week for the girls in Ludington's district. Be the same as what the boys have, except Hart will not be with Ludington in that girls' district. It will be Ludington coming into tonight's game at 14-5. Big Rapids 18-2 on the year. Cadillac 6-14. Reed City 9-11, and Remus Chippewa Hills 3-17. If you're wondering about the MPR on those 5 teams right now, Ludington, if it was to start today, Ludington would be the 1 seed at 604 on the MPR. Big Rapids the 2 seed at 589. The 3rd seed would be Reed City at 533. The 4th seed Cadillac at 488. And the 5th seed Remus Chippewa Hills at 401. Looking over at the boys district again, Ludington 16-2 has a 626 MPR. Hart is 18-0. They have a 624 MPR. Big Rapids 16-1 with a 634 MPR. Then Cadillac at 14-4 and a 622 MPR. Reed City 10-8, 555, and Chippewa Hills 9-8, 484 MPR. So all the teams in Ludington's boys district above 500. And right now, Ludington would be, if the district tournament for the boys started right now, Ludington would be the 2 seed in that district. Big Rapids the 1 seed, Hart the 3 seed, and Cadillac the 4 seed. That's the way to look at them. So Hart and Cadillac would have opening round games against Reed City and Chippewa Hills. or Ludington and Big Rapids would get the byes. That is as of now. But there's still some basketball games to be played, folks. So those standings there, those records and those MPRs are going to change before we get to the boys district. Right now we're going to step aside, and when we return, more of the Smith and Eddy halftime show right here. I'm sorry, that's the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. The Smith and Eddy, they're our post-game sponsor, right here on the OSN. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables. Anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Orioles Sports Network.
When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Ludington 16, Traverse City Central 16, as we're about to begin play here in the second half. Again, a big thank you to Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. Ludington boys coach and our OSN executive director and producer Thad Shank will be doing color commentary with me tonight during the varsity game. That's always fun doing the games with Thad. Who am I kidding, folks? It's fun doing the games with whoever my color commentary man is. Whether it's Evan McKinley, Warren Stowe, Thad Shank, Kyle Grzinski, for football, Riley Calhoun, and Evan Cruzy. And we've had several others as well over the years. All right, we've begun play here. Traverse City Central with the ball. Shot up, no good. Rebound to the Trojans. And now a foul called on the Orioles. It'll be called on Reese Willis. 7:42 left in the, now the pass, inbound pass, sails out of bounds. They were trying to get the ball in there to Lucy Bongiorno. She got a hand on it, but she was going one way. The ball was going the other way, and it sails into the crowd. Ludington basketball. Madeline Kenyon with it. Kenyon on the dribble. She'll give it now to Lynn. Now that pass got away. Lynn not able to corral it, and Traverse City Central has it. Marley McGregor with it. McGregor gives it to Annie Goldcool. Now to Bongiorno. Three-pointer, no good. That shot was put up by McGregor. Reese Willis with the rebound. She'll give it back to her guard teammate now, Ashley Stowe, ahead to Madeline Kenyon. Kenyon to Reese Willis. Willis now to Stowe. Stowe on the baseline drive, overlaid it. Rebound to the Trojans, Kaysen Kitzmiller. Now McGregor has it. Over to Goldcool. Bongiorno. now to Annabelle Bird. And a foul will be called on the Orioles. It's going to be called on Reese Willis. So Reese picked up 2 quick fouls right there. She's got 4 fouls. And Severa Moser will check into the game. Willis will go to the bench. And here's a 3-point attempt up in and out, no good by Marley McGregor. Ashley Stowe has it for the Orioles. She'll get the pass ahead now to Moser. Moser's pass deflected, and there's a steal. Annabelle Bird with it. Bird shot up, no good. Offensive foul called on Bird. And taking one for the team right there. I believe that was Madeline Kenyon. Orioles were outscored by the Trojans 10-3 in that second quarter after leading 13-6. 6:07 to go in the third quarter. Madeline Kenyon with the ball. Kenyon still with it. She'll give it up to Lynn. Lynn will swing it now to Laird. Laird, Kenyon, 3-pointer, no good. Long rebound to Jalen Laird. Her shot, no good. Rebound Lynn, good! Madeline Lynn gets the basket. Ludington up 18-16 with 5:37 to go in this third quarter. With the ball, Bird. Bird gives it up to Kitzmiller. She had a couple point-blank shots there. Not able to capitalize, and here comes Ashley Stowe. Stowe now to Moser. Moser's pass picked off there, and it's picked off by Goldcool. Goldcool, now she'll dish it back to her teammate, Kitzmiller. There's a 3-point attempt put up no good there by McGregor. Follow-up no good. Rebound to Moser. Now Moser gets hacked. And the foul called on Traverse City Central's Marley McGregor. Foul called on Traverse City Central's 24, Marley McGregor. Moser triggers the ball in to Kenyon. She'll get it ahead now to Laird. Laird pass to Lynn. Lynn not able to corral it. She gets it right back. She'll give it now to Stowe. And now here's a steal by Traverse City Central. And good job there. Great job momentarily there by Kenyon. But the Trojans get the ball right back and scoring. Number 5, Lucy Bongiorno. Ludington 18, Traverse City Central 18. Here's a steal by the Trojans. And now a foul is going to be called on Jalen Laird. 4:23 left in the third quarter. Ball's triggered in. Jump ball, good job by Kenyon there getting the tie up. Ball will remain with Traverse City Central. They got it in. There's a trip now. Oh, we got Severa Moser went down hard right there. She's getting up, but a noticeable limp right there. Sydney Shimanek will check in for Moser. You got Shimanek out there along with Stowe, Laird, Lynn, and Kenyon. Kylie Ball back into the Trojans lineup. Ludington 18, Traverse City Central 18, 4:14 to go. Pass picked off right there by the Trojans. And it was picked off by Annie Goldcool, and she's fouled. Fouls are starting to be racked up here by both teams. 4 team fouls on the Orioles, 3 on the Trojans. 3-point attempt is up and no good. Rebound, Traverse City Central. Now a foul is going to be called on Sydney Shimanek. Going to the line for the Trojans, number 25, Kaysen Kitzmiller. First free throw is no good.
And returning for the Orioles, it's Reese Willis.
Reese Willis reports back into the Oriole lineup. Reese has 4 fouls, so she's going to have to temper her play a bit, her aggressive play. 1 free throw there for the Trojans. And getting that free throw, number 25, Kaysen Kitzmiller. Traverse City Central 19, Ludington 18. 4:03 to go in the third quarter. Ball will be triggered in by Laird. Just gets it in ahead of the 5-second violation to Ashley Stowe. Stowe ahead to Shimanek. Shimanek, bounce pass there to Laird. And now a foul. Foul is called on number 25, Kaysen Kitzmiller. Shimanek will trigger the ball in. She gets it in to Laird. Shot no good. And the Trojans have the basketball. Traverse City Central 19, Ludington 18. Goldcool now over to Bird. Inside, and the basket is good. Count it. Scoring the basket, Kaysen Kitzmiller, and she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line and try to complete the 3-point play. Traverse City Central 21, Ludington 18. Annika Sherman will report into the Oriole lineup. She wears jersey number 1. She is a freshman. And into the Trojan lineup, number 10, Eiley Rodenroth. Free throw is good. 4-point lead for the Trojans, 22 to 18, I'm sorry. And now here comes Ludington on the attack. Stowe with it. Stowe. Her pass is picked off. Picked off by number 14, Kylie Ball. Ball now will give it to Eiley Rodenroth, and Rodenroth will be called for the travel. Urca Auto Center is founded on trust, integrity, and respect, folks. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The Urca family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. Ludington with the basketball. Laird has it. She'll swing it now to Shimanek. Shimanek still with it. And now she'll get it to Laird. Her shot, no good. Rebound to the Trojans, number 5, Lucy Bongiorno. Now a pass is picked off right there by Madeline Kenyon. Kenyon to Laird. Laird will give it up now to Sherman. Now Sherman is tied up. Belay my last. Sherman gets fouled. The foul called on number 31, Annabelle Bird. That's the 5th team foul on Traverse City Central. 2:25 left in this third quarter. Now the official is going out and he's speaking to a couple of the players. One from Traverse City Central, one from Ludington. Not really great at reading lips, but... Oh, okay. We do have that official just foul called on number 10. Eiley Rodenroth, the official, had just talked with Rodenroth and also an Oriole, and I think it was either Shimanek or Laird she talked with. And now we still got, as the set is coming up, and we're having the same issue we just had. 6 team fouls on the Orioles, 6 on Traverse City Central. And now we have the play. The inbound ball is inbounded there to Laird. Laird will give it up to Stowe. Stowe now, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on the Orioles, Jalen Laird. I just got that look from my technical engineer, Braden Cronline, when I almost said Keelan. I tell you, folks, he's not the best technical engineer in Michigan for nothing. He keeps me in line, and that's a full job in itself. All right, foul called now on the Orioles, number 10, Sidney Shimanek. 8 team fouls on the Orioles, 6 on the Trojans. Madeline Lynn reports back into the Oriole lineup. Also returning, number 23, Severa Moser. This will be a one-on-one at the line, number 10, Eiley Rodenroth. Shot is up. It's no good. It'll be Ludington basketball. Traverse City Central 22, Ludington 18, 2:08 to go in this third quarter. Jalen Laird with the ball. Jalen will bring it up. Now she'll dish it back to Madeline Kenyon. Now Kenyon is going to be fouled. That'll be the 7th team foul on Traverse City Central. Shout out to Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive postgame sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. 1-1 here for the Orioles. Madeline Kenyon at the free throw line. Shot is up and no good. Rebound to Rodenroth. Rodenroth now give it to her teammate. That's Kaysen Ketzmiller. Rodenroth for 3, no good. And we have a tie-up between Bongiorno and Lynn. It will be Ludington basketball. This game was tied up at the half, 16 apiece. Ludington was up 13-6 at the end of one. Still Ludington basketball, deflected there by the Trojans. Ludington will get the ball in. Kenyon with it. Kenyon will swing it now to Moser. Moser to Lynn. Now to Laird. 1:19 to go in the third quarter. Trojans 22, Orioles 18. Kenyon with it. Kenyon now to Lynn. Lynn trying to work that ball there to Laird. Laird is called for the 3-second violation. Another shout out to Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. That's Safe Harbor Credit Union. There's a shot up, no good. Follow-up up and in by Kaysen Kitzmiller. She's having a big second half. And Traverse City Central now up 24-18. There's a nice pass. Basket, good! A nice pass from Jalen Laird to Madeline Lynch. She gets the bucket, and she's fouled. But the bigger concern right now is Jalen Laird, who went down awkwardly. Miss Jen Mraz, the LHS athletic trainer, is out tending to her right now. Lynn with the basket. Orioles trail by 4 now, 24-20. 43.6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And we want to thank Pure Marquette Builders, the exclusive starting lineup sponsor. PM Builders located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. Pure Marquette Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment. 231-398-7463. Also, a shout out to Linda and Brian Matson, the proprietors of Crown and Cork. They'll be entering their third year in business. Once April rolls around, they are located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. Free throw is good. Madeline Lynn gets the free throw. And the Orioles now trail by 3, 24-21. Peterson with it for Traverse City Central. Now Ball has it. Over to Peterson. Peterson. Ball. Bongiorno, her shot, no good. Ball tipped. Rodenroth with it now. Rodenroth to Bongiorno. Peterson, Ball. Ball's pass out of bounds. It'll be Ludington basketball. She was trying to get that ball to Kaysen Kitzmiller. .3 seconds to go. Kenyon with it. Shot away. No good. And there's the buzzer. At the end of 3 from Hawley Gymnasium, the score, the Traverse City Central Trojans 24, the Ludington Orioles 21. Back in 60 seconds here on the Orioles Sports Network, a bird's eye view of local sports.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We feature craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our hand-battered fish and chips made with fresh walleye, and you definitely want to try our Crown and Cork burger made with 2 USDA prime Angus beef patties, topped with a tangy sauce on a homemade brioche bun. But if it's comfort food you want, I have to recommend our creamy Alfredo. It's taken months for our chefs to perfect its rich and buttery sauce, but I think you will agree it was worth the wait. And parents, take a night off and actually bring your entire family. We have an interactive play area and a kids-approved menu. We are closed for the season, reopening in April. To stay up to date on what we are doing to enhance the experience for next year, follow us on Facebook or check our website at crownandcork.com. We look forward to serving you again very soon.
What makes great apple juice? Great apples. Who makes great apples? Easy. Michigan farmers. Indian Summer represents only the best Michigan.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. Traverse City Central 24, Ludington 21. The Trojans outscored the Orioles 8-5 in that third quarter. 8 minutes of basketball left here in the girls' JV game. Ludington Orioles and the Traverse City Central Trojans. It'll be Trojans basketball to begin play here in the fourth quarter. Kylie Ball will give the basketball now to Eiley Rodenroth. Rodenroth to Abigail McDonough is checked into the game. Now, shot put up by Peterson, no good. Rebound kept alive by Stowe, and Laird came away with it. Good to see her out there. Now we have a foul called on the Orioles, or it's called on Traverse City Central. And going to the free throw line will be Madeline Kenyon. Foul called on Eiley Rodenroth. Free throw no good on the 1-and-1 there by Kenyon. Here come the Trojans. Ball deflected. They'll still get it to Peterson, though. Peterson. Ball. Ball gives it up. Bongiorno, her shot, no good. Nice rebound there by Severa Moser. Moser will give it back now to Madeline Kenyon. Kenyon ahead to Moser. Moser pass is going to be picked off right there. She was trying to get that ball to Jalen Laird. Laird came to the ball, and the ball sailed past her. And Traverse City Central came away with it. Ball has it now. Rodenroth. Rodenroth, McDonough. Back to Ball. And now traveling on the Traverse City Central Trojans. Ludington was outscored in that third quarter 8-5 by the Trojans. Marley McGregor will check back into the Traverse City Central lineup. Moser will get the ball into Ashley Stowe. She'll give it right back now to Moser. To Stowe. Stowe will get the ball across half court. Ashley Stowe now picks up her dribble, and she'll give it to Jalen Laird with 6:33 to go in this ball game. Timeout Ludington, full timeout. Traverse City Central 24, Ludington 21. You're watching the Oriole Sports Network.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. 6:33 left. Ludington with the basketball. Let's see what Coach Dan Mesher has drawn up for his girls here. Kenyon with the ball. And now Kenyon will be fouled. Both teams in the bonus right now. Well, actually now Ludington is in the double bonus. They will shoot 2 for the rest of the ball game. 10 team fouls on Traverse City Central, 8 on Ludington. Madeline Kenyon at the free throw line. Her first shot is good. Nine points in the game for Kenyon. Second attempt from the charity stripe. Up and good. Orioles are within a point now. Traverse City Central 24, Ludington 23. Now a line violation there on the Trojans, so it'll be Ludington basketball. Officials are talking with the players from Traverse City Central and Ludington. Again, we've had a couple of discussions with the officials and the players on this when Ludington has inbounded the ball. And now we're going to have a foul called on Traverse City Central. Foul called on Kylie Ball. Shooting 2 for the Orioles, number 11, Madeline Kenyon. First shot is no good. Kenyon's second attempt. Good. Got a tie game, folks. Kenyon gets 1 of 2 free throws. She's got 11 in the game. Ludington 24, Traverse City Central 24. And now we're going to have a foul called on Madeline Kenyon. So that'll be the 9th team foul on the Orioles. Kylie Ball will be at the line for the Trojans, shooting 1 and 1. Free throw is no good. Peterson with the rebound, however, for Traverse City Central. 3-point attempt up, no good there. That shot was put up by the Trojans, and they still come up with the basketball, however. So they'll swing it around. Bongiorno on the baseline drive. She is fouled. Jalen Laird has just fouled out of this ball game. Sydney Shimanek will report in. Shooting 2, number 5, Lucy Bongiorno. First shot is no good. And again, they're shooting 2. Both teams are in the double bonus right now. Second shot, in and out, no good. Rebound, Peterson, shot good. Annika Peterson with the offensive rebound and putback. And the Trojans have a 2-point lead, 26-24. 5:46 to go. Kenyon with the ball now. Foul called on the Trojans, number 24, Marley McGregor. Kenyon at the free throw line, shooting 2. First shot is no good. .542 left in the game. Traverse City Central 26, Ludington 24. Madeline Kenyon's second attempt is up and no good. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. Ludington basketball. Sydney Shimanek will inbound the ball. Shimanek just got it in before the 5-second violation. She gets it into Moser. Moser now will swing it to Ashley Stowe. 5:30 left in the game. Stowe, Shimanek. The Orioles have lost Jalen Laird. She is fouled out of the game. Foul called on Sydney Shimanek. Her third. Kaysen Kitzmiller returns into the Traverse City lineup. 5:18 left in the game. Trojans up by 2, 26-24. I see Ludington Oriole David Sunshine Schillinger has entered Hawley Gym. He's going to sit with his teammates and friends for tonight's rest of this JV game and the varsity game. He had a historic night this past Friday here at Hawley Gym, scoring his 1,000th career point. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Ludington. 26-24. Traverse City Central with the 2-point lead. Trojans have the basketball. Timeout on the floor. Traverse City Central, it's a full timeout. We'll step aside. You're watching the Orioles Sports Network. Ludington trails 26-24. Stay tuned, those fans.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Traverse City Central 26, Ludington 24. Girls JV basketball action. 4:34 left in this ball game. It's the front end of a girls JV, girls varsity doubleheader. The Trojans in town. Their varsity girls 14-5 on the year. 8-1 in the Big North Conference. Ludington 14-5 on the year. And they are, I believe, 8-1 in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. All right, jump ball right there. Possession arrow points towards Ludington. Kenyon with it. Kenyon now, she'll give it back to, not Shimanek, that's Moser. Moser now to Shimanek. Shimanek will swing it to Kenyon. Kenyon, a little baseline shot, no good. Rebound to the Trojans, Marley McGregor. Now McGregor's going to be fouled by Ashley Stowe. Both teams are in the double bonus, folks. 2-point lead for the Trojans, 26-24. 4:02 left in the game. Marley McGregor, first free throw is no good. Second attempt, no good. Rebound to Peterson. She'll dish it back now to Bongiorno. Bongiorno gives it to Ball. Ball guarded there by Kenyon. Ball will give it to Bongiorno. Back to Ball. Now they'll swing it into the corner to Kitzmiller. Three-pointer up and good by Marley McGregor. She's got 6 points in the game on 2 3-pointers. That'll give the Trojans a 29-24 lead with 3:23 left in the game. Ashley Stowe in a hurry for Ludington. Timeout, Ludington. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside. 3:17 left in the game. Traverse City Central 29, Ludington 24. Stay tuned. We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm going to go with the old cliche word, and I'm going to say customer service. Like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's going to happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm going to handle things. You know, we take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop. Traverse City Central 29, Ludington 24. Back to action here at Hawley Gym. And there's a deflection, and Traverse City Central has the steal. Tonight is senior night here at Hawley Gym, and the Orioles will be honoring Christina Schbach, Annie Klein, Olivia Lynn, and Keelan Laird. All right, Trojans with the basketball. 2:53 to go in the game. They have a 5-point lead. Ludington led at the end of one, 13-6. The game was tied up at 16 apiece at the half, and the Trojans had a 3-point lead, 24-21 at the end of the third quarter. Turnover there, Ludington basketball. Kenyon has it. Kenyon in a hurry, brings the ball up. Kenyon, she'll give it now to Shimanek. 2:33 left in the game. Sydney Shimanek, and now she's going to be fouled. And Shimanek will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Foul called on McGregor. Marley McGregor is just fouled out of this game. 6 points on 2 3-pointers. Sydney Shimanek at the free throw line now. Trying to get her team closer. First attempt is up and good. Shimanek hits the first free throw. Her second attempt. Up and a little short on that one. Rebound to the Trojans. So Shimanek gets 1 of 2 free throws. Traverse City Central 29, Ludington 25. Bongiorno with the ball for the Trojans. She'll give it now to Ball. Ball, Peterson, shot, no good. Rebound fought for, and I think Casey Kitzmiller came down with it along. Looked like Stowe or Kenyon. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Trojans. Ball for Traverse City Central. 2:02 left in the game, and now a foul is going to be called on Madeline Kenyon. Hey folks, McGee Insurance Group has been serving West Michigan since 1939. McGee Insurance Group provides quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. That's McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10, located next door to Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yeck. Call 845-5000. First free throw is no good. Second attempt up and no good. Rebound to Sydney Shimanek. She'll give the ball up now to Kenyon. Madeline Kenyon with it. 1:53 to go in the game. The Orioles trail 29-25. Kenyon with it on the near baseline. She'll dish now to Stowe. She'll swing it around. Moser. 1:40 to go. Orioles need some offense here. Lynn has it. Lynn to Stowe. Stowe will give it to Shimanek. Shimanek now to Kenyon. Kenyon, that was quite a collision right there. Kenyon now about a 16-footer. In and out, no good. She kissed it off the bank. Boy, it had like a double kiss there off the bank, off the rim right there. 1:15 to go. Traverse City Central 29, Ludington 25. Timeout on the floor. We're going to stay here, and we want to give some love to Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. Also, a shout out to Ludington Paint and Glass. They have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. Call LP&G at 843-8250. The local source for all of your projects. That's Ludington Paint and Glass, and they are proud to support Ludington Orioles sports while being a sponsor on the Oriole Sports Network. Back to the action here with 1:15 left in the game. JV girls basketball, Ludington trails 29-25. Kylie Ball will bring the basketball up for the Trojans. She's in the lane now, underhand scoop shot. Go, oh my goodness. Kylie Ball. Underhand scoop shot there. She gets it to fall. And the Trojans now up 31-25. Kenyon with a three-pointer, no good. And there's a follow-up. Oh, shot no good, Kenyon, but she draws the foul, and she will shoot two.
Personal foul on the Trojans, number 25,
Kitzmiller on the foul, and the officials going over right now. They're going to have to put some time back on the clock. Ludington trails 31-25. Both teams in the double bonus. So there are 48 seconds left in the game. Madeline Kenyon will be shooting two free throws. First shot is short. Kenyon takes aim at free throw number two. It's up and good. Kenyon gets one of two free throws. Ludington trails 31-26. Look at the ball ahead. Peterson, now a traveling violation on the Trojans. So Ludington's going to get the ball back with 41.8 seconds to go. They trail 31-26. Moser will get the ball into Stowe. Ashley Stowe. Stowe still with it now. She'll dish it. Kenyon 32 seconds to go. Kenyon loses it, ends up in the hands of Madeline Lynn. Now to Moser, cross-court three-point attempt is up, and it's good, but it's not going to count. A 3-second violation on the Orioles. Three-pointer there by Kenyon was good, but does not count. 3-second violation on Ludington. 23.2 seconds to go in the game. Traverse City Central 31, Ludington 26. And right now we want to thank Ludington Chiropractic. Folks, if you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor, see Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck, Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 843-1874. And also, Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Additionally, we would like to send a shout-out to House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious, yummy, tasty House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Orioles sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Back to action here, 23.2 seconds to go in the game. Traverse City Central 31, Ludington 26. Orioles are going to have to foul there. A lot of times being burned up right now. And now a foul is called. It'll be on Sydney Shimanek, and going to the line for the Trojans to shoot two will be Kylie Ball with 14.5 seconds remaining in the game. Shout out as well to Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. You can get a hold of Mike Benedict, 231-613-4111. Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. First free throw is good by Ball. Second attempt up and no good. Rebound to Peterson. Boy, Peterson's done a great job on the offensive glass for the Traverse City Central Trojans. A lot of offensive rebounds for her tonight. 10.7 seconds left in the game. Foul on the Orioles. Orioles trail 32-26. Foul called on Ashley Stowe. Free throw is up and in by Kylie Ball. Second attempt up and no good. Line violation on the Orioles, so Kylie Ball will get another attempt. Second attempt is good. Or third attempt, but she got another one for the line violation, so she gets two. If you're tuning in now, wondering where the varsity game in, obviously this game has gone long. Lots of fouls in the game. Lots of tie-ups. And the Orioles trail right now 34-26. This is girls JV basketball action. 7.6 seconds left in the game. And Ashley Stowe has just fouled out of the game. So we know, I haven't seen Reese Willis for quite some time. Last I knew she had 4 fouls. We know that Jalen Laird fouled out of the game, and now Ashley Stowe is fouled out. And I'd have to say that I must have missed one right there because we haven't seen Reese Willis for some time. She may be fouled out as well. Second free throw, good. So Bongiorno gets one free throw. Ludington trails 35-26. Foul called on Traverse City Central now. Severa Moser will go to the free throw line for the Orioles. Her first shot is no good. Make sure you stay tuned for the Smith & Eddy postgame show. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Ball deflected right there by Peterson. So Annika Sherman's checked into the Oriole lineup. And there's the buzzer. And your final score, girls JV basketball action. Traverse City Central 35, Ludington 26. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network. Stay tuned.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Welcome back to Hawley Gym. It is senior night tonight, so our sideline cheerleaders, who are seniors, are being honored right now. Then the seniors on the Ludington girls varsity basketball team will be honored as well. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Ludington falls to Traverse City Central in girls JV basketball by the score of 35-26. Ludington was up 13-6 at the end of one. They were outscored 10-3 in the second quarter, 8-5 in the third quarter, 11-5 in the fourth quarter. The Orioles trailed 24-21 at the half. I'm sorry, they were tied 16-16 at the half. They were down by 3, 24-21 at the end of 3, and they fall 35-26. Scoring tonight for the Orioles, a point for Sydney Shimanek, 3 points for Jalen Laird, 2 for Reese Willis, 8 for Madeline Lynn, and 12 for Madeline Kenyon. For Traverse City Central, 5 points for Lucy Bongiorno, 2 for Eileen Rodenroth, 8 for Kylie Ball, 6 for Marley McGregor, 6 for Annika Peterson, and 8 for Kaysen Kitzmiller. So the Oriole JVs fall by the score of 35-26. We'll be talking to Oriole JV coach Dan Mesher in just a bit. But again, we would like to thank all of our sponsors, including House of Flavors Manufacturing, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Pure Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Indian Summer, Benedict's Auto Center, Lundquist Furniture, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee's Insurance, Urca's Auto Center, and Ludington Chiropractic, and Dr. Mark Yeck. And right now we're going to step aside, and when we return, hopefully we'll have Coach Dan Mesher up. But I see he's still down with his team right now, so we're going to step aside for 60 seconds, folks, and we'll be back with more of the post-game show here on the Oriole Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We feature craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our hand-battered fish and chips made with fresh walleye, And you definitely want to try our Crown and Cork burger, made with 2 USDA prime Angus beef patties, topped with a tangy sauce on a homemade brioche bun. But if it's comfort food you want, I have to recommend our creamy Alfredo. It's taken months for our chefs to perfect its rich and buttery sauce, but I think you will agree it was worth the wait. And parents, take a night off and actually bring your entire family. We have an interactive play area and a kids-approved menu. We are closed for the season, reopening in April. To stay up to date on what we are doing to enhance the experience for next year, follow us on Facebook or check our website at crownandcork.com. We look forward to serving you again very soon.
Ludington High School Sports is on the air on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the House of Flavors Manufacturing, Pierre Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Indian Summer, Lundquist Furniture, as well as McGee Insurance, Ludington Paint and Glass, Crown and Cork Restaurants, Benedict's Auto Center, as well as Ludington Chiropractic and Urca Auto Center. Now, let's go to the court and the broadcast booth with Todd Scoop Hansen on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network.
Welcome, folks, to Hawley Gymnasium and Ludington girls varsity basketball action here. The Traverse City Central Trojans are in town. JV game has just finished. We want to thank Smith & Eddy, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Now a big thank you to House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. And right now the seniors are being announced by Coach Warren Stowe. His seniors are Christina Schbach, foreign exchange student from Madrid, Spain. Also Annie Klein, Olivia Lynn, and Keelan Laird. Senior night tonight. And Scoop Hansen with you, the voice of the Orioles on the play-by-play call, joined by Oriole boys varsity coach, also the OSN executive director and producer Thad Shank. How's it going tonight, Coach?
Doing great, Scoop. Good to be here.
It's great to have you. We're back. Some Monday night action here at Hawley Gym. Girls JV and varsity basketball action. The beginning of a big week for the Orioles. Girls tonight. Tomorrow, your boys taking on their county rival here, the Mason County Central Spartans.
Yep, I think it'll be a good game tonight here against Traverse City Central. Traverse City Central's had a nice year, and I think it's probably an awesome game to prepare yourself for the intense level of play that's coming up in the district tournament this coming weekend. So glad the girls are going to have this opportunity to play a worthy opponent tonight, and it's like I said, it should be a good precursor to the district tournament coming up. Playing a team of this level, I think it'll only help us.
No doubt about that, Coach. Just talking about these two teams, Traverse City Central coming into this game tonight, 14-5 on the season. They're 8-1 in the Big North Conference. I believe they're leading the Big North Conference. Ludington, 14-5 on the season as well, and they are also 8-1 and the champions of the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. So should be a one heck of a ball game tonight here, as you said, between these two schools. And you talked about the districts, Coach, and it's going to be District 35 at Reed City High School. At the latest update, had Ludington at the number 1 seed at 14-5 with an MPR of 604. Big Rapids was number 2 with a record of 18-2 and a 589 MPR. Then then Reed City at number 3, 9-11 with a 533. Cadillac at 4, 6-14, 488 MPR. And then Chip Hills 3-17 with a 401 MPR. And why don't you explain, Coach, to the folks out there who are tuned in and listening and watching all about that MPR?
Well, I don't know that I'm the person to explain the MPR. I'm not a huge fan of the MPR. I think it's pretty hard to put ratings on teams, especially in a district like ours when they're so spread out and they play a lot of different competition during the year. But the MPR is supposed to supposedly, when it comes district time, spread the 2 best teams out in the district and put them in a situation where they wouldn't meet till the district final. I think it probably has worked in the girls' case, but it doesn't always work. Doesn't always work. But, I think the bottom line is the girls have a bye, and they will play the winner of the Cadillac Reed City game on next Wednesday night. And on the other side of the bracket, Big Rapids has a bye, and they will play the winner of whoever else is left right there.
You got all the teams that are in your district, except there's no Hart. So there's no Hart team, I should say.
So maybe Big Rapids just goes straight up against Chip Hills on Wednesday night as well.
Yes, that's the game, Coach. Yeah. That's the game. So that's there. And you look at, as I was mentioning, folks, it's the same. It's District 35. The boys have the same district. They're at Big Rapids. But Hart is in the boys' district, whereas over in the girls' district, Hart is playing as a Division III team, where they're a Division II team for the boys. And we'll get more into the boys' district tomorrow night during the boys' broadcast. But that's going to be one heck of a district, too, over at Big Rapids. But we've still got a lot of regular season basketball left, don't we, up through next week? So.
Yeah, well, the boys have 2 weeks. This is the last week for the girls. As we said, playing a team like Traverse City should prepare the girls a little bit for the district tourney, a solid competition. Girls also get to play Cadillac this week, I believe. Is that correct, Scoop?
That is correct.
They're going to play Cadillac on Thursday night, and that is a precursor to a matchup they could possibly have in the first game of district. So it's always interesting when things fall into place like that. Neither of these games make much difference in the shape of things, other than the fact that I think probably, maybe getting a win against a good Traverse City Central team tonight would kind of lead the Orioles into the tourney with a little bit of momentum. But either way, even if it doesn't come out on our end tonight, chance to play a good, solid high school basketball team and get prepared for the tourney.
Just what Coach Warren Stowe would want with that tournament starting next week at Reed City High School. He did lose a game, Coach. I'm sure Coach Stowe probably talked to you about that. They were supposed to play Muskegon Orchardview last week. A game.
Well, I didn't know if they're not making that up, huh?
Yeah, I talked to Coach Stowe earlier today when just before I interviewed him for his pregame interview. He said, "Scoop, we're not going to make that one up," and he was not happy about that at all.
Well,
it's a conference game. Even though they got the conference one, Coach, that's still a game being taken away,
Right, and you can't control what other people do sometimes in life, quite obviously, and it's hard to pick up and add another game at this point in time. Obviously, you would wish, if you knew that was the case, that you would be in a position to schedule somebody else, but at this point in time, that's probably a pretty tough thing to do. So,
We'd like to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious tasty House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Also, we'd like to thank Pierre Marquette Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. As we wait for Oriole girls JV coach Dan Mesher to come on up, we are going to actually step aside right now and listen to the interview I did earlier with Oriole girls head coach Warren Stowe in regards to tonight's game. Stay tuned, those fans. Welcome, Ludington Oriole girls basketball fans, to the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. I'm with Coach Warren Stowe. Tonight, Coach, your girls taking on a very talented Traverse City Central team. I believe they come into this game at 14-5. They're having a nice year in the Big North Conference. Your girls have their work cut out for them tonight.
Yeah, we do. They're a really, like you said, a really talented team. A few young guards that really push the ball, some shooters, and then really talented forwards. So we're going to have our hands full, but you wouldn't want it any other way going into postseason.
Hard to believe we're winding down things, and your girls will be in their first district action a week from this Wednesday. Just, boy, the season has just flown by, hasn't it?
It sure has. It seems like a marathon, and then when you think about senior night tonight and everything else, it's like you blinked and it could be over. So, we're excited to get into the postseason. We'll talk about that at a later time, playing the winner of Cadillac Reed City. But again, just really, really happy that we have an opportunity tonight to celebrate some great girls and then also play some really great competition to help us get better.
I was going to say, you still got some competition left before the districts get here, so we still got some basketball to talk about there. Talk a little bit about your seniors.
Yeah, I'm happy to. I've been busy today, and it's kind of starting to hit me a little bit, So Keelan, Liv, Annie, and then you add Christina into that group. Just the thing that stands out to me the most is if you look at all the success that those kids have had. I mean, they've 4-time league champions, 2-time district champions. Obviously, the run they had last year. They're just going to go down in the history books as one of the most successful senior classes that's ever been here in Ludington. So, and then beyond that, just as people, it's amazing to come in every day into 0 hours and see them and spend time with them. So, I'm just focusing on celebrating them and trying not to focus on the finality of it, because that will just make me sad.
And hopefully another run this year in the tournament as well for this group of seniors. Boy, that would be like the cherry on top of the hot fudge sundae, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it sure would. And they'll do the work, and we'll let the chips fall where they may when we get to that.
Your starting lineup for tonight, Coach, against the Traverse City Central Trojans.
Annie at the 1, Carly at the 2, Emma at the 3, Olivia at the 4, and Keelan at the 5.
And one last thing to ask you. Now, the Muskegon Orchard View game canceled last week. Is it going to take place, or because you're conference champions now, is probably not?
I don't know any of the reasons. It is not taking place. It is not taking place is what I'm being told.
Okay, so you're only going to get 21 games this year then, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, Coach, we'll go get them tonight. Go O's, and look forward to talking to you after the ball game.
Thanks a lot. Go O's.
Welcome back, folks. That was Coach Warren Stowe in a pregame interview I did with him earlier today. And right now I have Oriole girls JV coach Dan Mesher with me now, who will also be the Indian Summer Ludington High School principal in the spotlight. You'll hear that interview at halftime of the varsity game. And we also did talk a little bit about basketball in that interview. Yep. But I've got Dan up here right now to talk about the game. A tough loss for your girls tonight, Coach. I have, it's been a long time since I've seen a game with it. I'm not coming down on the officiating at all. Lots and lots of fouls called that way on both teams.
Yeah, they always do, refs do the best they can, so I'm not going to criticize them. I feel like everybody in the gym got caught up in the physicality of how they were, so I think everything kind of became a foul at that point because they played so physical. So any type of potential foul was a foul. And hey, you got to adapt your game. I think that was the learning lesson, is you got to be able to feel out the refs and say, okay, how are they calling? They calling it tight. They calling it, and in the second half, they called it tight. So that was a learning lesson. We said at the next level, you can't be sitting with 5 fouls. You got to learn once you get how to play with 3, how to play with 4.
Adjust, as you said.
And adjust. And so, I was really proud of how we played. We battled back. We had a chance there, down the stretch. But give credit where credit is due. Traverse City Central, we knew that they were very physical. They're not very tall, and they wanted it a little bit more than we did. And I think the physicality of that, we just haven't been able to consistently match that. When we do, we win every game. When we don't, it's a dogfight, and tonight was another example. We just didn't meet that physicality.
Well, you had Jalen Laird, who fouled out. I know you also had...
Reese Willis fouled out.
Reese did. I thought she may have. So you had 3 girls who fouled out.
3 girls.
They had a couple who fouled out of the game. So they did a nice job tonight at Madeline Kenyon, too. They held her to, I believe, 12 points.
Yeah, they did a nice job. I think, the ingredient playing us has just been make us play physical and match that physicality, and we're working on that. It's a work in progress, and we've just said, hey, at the next level, this is what you see every night. This isn't what you see 6 or 7 times a season. This is the level you see every night if you want to be a Ludington varsity girls basketball player. And so just talking through that, we said we're not mad, but that's next level basketball. And in order to make it on this next level, you've got to be able to handle that pressure in that physical game. And the girls are getting there. They're real close to be able to do it consistently. And tonight was a night that, hey, we shake it off. We got one more chance against Cadillac, another great JV team. And that's what you want. You want good battles like that because you get better rather than a 30-point win.
With the 3 girls fouling out tonight, you get girls in all the time anyway with playing time. Today, you had some girls who got a lot more playing time tonight with the situation.
Yeah, shout out to Sydney Shimanek. She's been battled. She's been hurt this year. She just gives you everything she's got, and she came in and just gave everything she got. She played a position she doesn't normally play. Annika Sherman, same thing, just a student of the game, always asking the right questions, and that's what you got to be able to do, is be able to help your team out with whatever you can give them. And I'll tell you, they stepped right in and just gave us everything they had, and we had a chance to win down the stretch. I mean, if that 3-pointer goes in, a call here or there, and that's all you can ask against a really, really solid Traverse City Central team.
I'll tell you what, Coach, all the Stows are tough. But tonight I saw Ashley Stowe take one of the toughest. I mean, she went down, and I couldn't believe how quickly she bounced right back up.
That may be the toughest non-charge call I've ever seen. She just took one for the team, and she just kept playing. I tell you, she's a scrappy player. She's a leader on our team. She does everything right, and when things don't go her way, she keeps battling. And she's doing everything right to get herself in position for varsity basketball.
Well, thanks for coming up, Coach, and we'll talk to you, I think, when districts roll around.
And a little over a week away.
Yep. It's hard to believe they're already here, but thanks for coming up all season.
Thanks, guys.
And you have a good night tonight, and you're going to go down now, and you'll be with Coach Warren Stowe now for this game. That's Coach Dan Mesher. You're welcome. The JV coach. His girls fall in a very physical battle tonight against the Traverse City Central Trojans JV team by the score of 35-26. And we're getting set right now for varsity action, Traverse City Central and Ludington. What we're going to do now is we're going to step aside, and we'll be back in 60 seconds here on the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles on the play-by-play call tonight. Joining me, Coach Thad Shank, the Ludington boys varsity basketball coach, and also the OSN executive director producer. He'll be doing color commentary with me tonight. Always great to have Thad with me. You also have Braden Kronliner, OSN 102.7 WMOM technical engineer. And as always, Julia Havman, our Oriole Sports Network camera woman. And Coach, it's hard to believe we've wound down here to the last few weeks of the regular season, and the girls already have their district opener next Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a long season, but it does happen in a hurry. The journey is always a challenge, but it's time right now to kind of develop that sense of urgency right now and play your best basketball of the year, you're hoping. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't, but it'll be fun to watch this one tonight.
Coach, when I was talking with Coach Stowe earlier today as well, too, and talking about his seniors, Coach Warren Stowe is a big man. But I'll tell you what, he gets pretty emotional. He gets talking about his players. He looks at them like they're family members.
Well, you spend a heck of a lot of time with them, and I know tomorrow night when our seniors go, it's going to be hard to see them play their last game because a lot of times, they're in your feeder system for a number of years. You're coaching them at lower levels, at 7th, 8th grade level, and trying to prepare them. And you go through a lot of different experiences with them. So, basketball is a competitive game, but the relationships you build are probably a little more important than all the rest of it. Sometimes you try not to forget that.
You've often said, Coach, how blessed we are in Ludington to have lots of boys and girls who want to play basketball at Ludington High School. And, you look, our folks in the area as well, the Oriole fans, they're just as passionate, too. They love their basketball here. A lot of people have been coming up to me, Scoop, what's going to happen after this season and Coach Shank loses Matthew Big Country Westhouse? Do we have any height coming up on the JV team or down in the feeder system? What's your answer to that, Coach?
Well, I don't see a whole heck of a lot of it, but if that's but we'll see. You play with the part of the thing that makes coaching exciting is you play with what you have, and you got to be able to adjust and change things up a little bit depending on your personnel. So that's all part of trying to figure that out, which makes it pretty fun. But obviously it's a lot nicer to have a 6'10" kid down in the middle than have when your biggest kid maybe is 6'1" or 6'2" next year.
Oh, it sure is, no doubt about that. Both teams coming to their benches right now. Traverse City Central Trojans and the Ludington Orioles. This should be a really exciting and good ball game. Again, 2 14-5 teams, two teams that are leading their conferences. Of course, Traverse City Central plays in that Big North Conference. And, Ludington teams have played against teams from that Big North Conference often. I think the only teams we routinely don't see, Coach, are Alpena and, who am I missing here? Alpena and, well, we do get Petoskey from time to time, the boys do, but anyway, we're going to step aside right now. That's going to wrap things up for the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the Pure Marquette Builders starting lineups coming your way right here on the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, those fans.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Orioles Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Hawley Gymnasium. And here are your starting lineups as sponsored by Pure Marquette Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. For the Traverse City Central Trojans, coached by Jen Duttmers, assisted by Sarah Dennis Parker and Eliza McCall. Starting at the guards, number 2, Jakaya Brumfield. She is just a sophomore. The other guards are number 14, Ashlyn Hall, a senior, and number 30, Caitlin Heathouse, and she is a senior. Starting at forward for the Trojans, number 11, Sophia Simon, she is a senior, and at center, number 5, Lucia France, a sophomore. For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Warren Stowe, assisted by Dan Mesher, managed by Melina Eaton. Starting at the guards, number 10, Annie Klein, a 5'7" senior. The other guard, number 23, Emma McKinley, a 5'9" junior. And number 25, Carly Mesher, a 5'3" junior. Starting at the forwards, number 35, Olivia Lynn. She's a 5'11" senior. And number 44, Keelan Laird, a 6'3" senior. Well, you look at this Traverse City Central team, Coach, and they start a sophomore forward and a sophomore guard. So, they got some youth there starting for them.
Well, anymore these days, basketball is not really much what grade you're in. It's about the level of play. A lot of young girls or boys get a lot of basketball experiences, a lot earlier than maybe we did when we were kids.
And a little different from when your dad was coaching too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Traverse City Central wins the tip. Shot up, no good there. Rebound for Laird. And that first shot by Traverse City Central was put up by Ashleen Hall, a senior guard. Carly Mesher has it for the Orioles. She'll give it now to Keelan Laird. Laird, number 44, on the drive. Shot no good. And she was being guarded there by Lucia France, just a sophomore forward. And this France looks like she might be a power forward, Coach. She just took the shot there, missed. And now here comes McKinley. Back to Klein. They'll swing it now to Laird, to Mesher. Mesher now to McKinley.
Started out with a pretty frenetic pace. Traverse City Central playing some straight girl-to-girl defense, lady-to-lady defense today versus the Orioles, which is something we haven't seen a lot of late. I think most of the teams we played have packed in that zone defense and asked us to shoot for the perimeter, so it's probably a pretty good change-up for Coach Stowe.
No score yet. 6:56 to go in the opening quarter. Emma McKinley will trigger it in now to Annie Klein. Klein back to McKinley. Back to Klein. Now to Laird. They'll swing it over to Mesher now. Mesher to Laird, that's Lynn. Lynn on the dribble drive. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Traverse City Central's number 14, Ashlyn Hall. And now with it, number 2, Jakaya Brumfield. Three-point attempt up and off the mark. And Laird going up there and getting the rebound. Whoa, a little talking going on there between Laird and the Trojans, Jakaya Brumfield. Now,
Brumfields, there's been a lot of good Brumfield players in Traverse City over the last few years. I'm guessing it's the same family. I know they had a boy who and another girl who played high school basketball and had some success. So, basketball family.
That name does sound familiar, Coach. Traverse City Central in their black jerseys, gold lettering and numerals trimmed in white. Ludington in their white jerseys, black lettering and numerals trimmed in orange. Now a traveling violation on the Traverse City Central Trojans.
Keelan did a nice job walling up on that post catch right there. Making it tough for number 5 to get in a position to score there. Good job by Keelan.
Coach, I'd be willing to say that the theme for tonight is a show of support for Michigan State University in our student section.
Yeah, I think it was the Wolverines on our game on Friday, wasn't it?
I believe so. There's a nice move, but Lynn couldn't finish right there. And Traverse City Central with the basketball. 5:36 to go in the opening quarter. No score yet. Traverse City Central with the basketball. Nice feed. There's the first score, and it goes to number 11, Sophia Simon. Traverse City Central 2, Ludington nothing.
Both teams have got pretty nice looks to start out this game. Just haven't been able to put it down.
There's a pass there from Laird. She thought that her teammate, Olivia Lynn, was going to go low. The pass, Lynn came out a little bit for it. Pass goes out of bounds, and it's Traverse City Central basketball. And wide open underneath. Shot is no good there by Lucia France. And now here comes Mesher with it for Ludington.
Great vision by the Brumfield girl. You know, a lot of people don't pick up that throw-over pass against pressure, and she saw that and gave the Traverse City a great opportunity.
Annie Klein had an opening there, Coach. Just overlaid the ball. And here comes Traverse City Central. 4:42 to go in the first quarter. The Orioles trail 2-0. Three-point attempt no good by the Trojans. Rebounded Traverse City Central. With the ball now, 14, that's Ashlyn Hill. And McKinley has it for Ludington. McKinley will get it ahead to Klein. Klein now to Mesher. Mesher for 3, way off the mark. And here come the Trojans. Right now, the Orioles not getting, there's a nice move there. Shot no good by Brumfield. Traverse City Central will get it right back. Three-pointer, Brumfield, no good. Rebound, Lynn. Lynn now to Klein. I don't think the Orioles are getting the shots that Coach Warren Stowe would be very happy about. Do you, Coach?
Well, I think, Traverse City is, you can definitely tell at this point in time, is one of the better defensive teams that we've gone up against. I haven't seen a team guard the ball screen, which is the dominant action in Ludington's offense like they have. I mean, they're doing a great job hard hedging and being aggressive out there.
Well, we got a timeout on the floor. Ludington trails 2-0. You're watching and listening to the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Traverse City Central with the basketball. They lead 2-0. We have played over half of this first quarter. And Jordan Anderson has checked into the game for Ludington. She wears number 40. And there's a basket for the Trojans, number 30, Caitlin Heathouse.
Great job by the Brumfield girl getting that ball into the paint, drawing defense and dishing.
Now it looks like we're going to have an offensive foul called on Jordan Anderson. Jordan is a sophomore, folks. She wears jersey number 40. 6'2" sophomore. Also into the, go ahead, Coach.
3 sophomores on the floor.
Yeah, I was going
right
to say.
now, it looks like.
Coach Stowe has all of his sophomores out there right now. Eliana Jeruzel, a 5'9" sophomore, wears jersey number 20. And also number 15, that's Jenna Skiba, 5'9" sophomore. There was a steal momentarily for Anderson and the Orioles. Traverse City Central got it back. Now Ludington has it back. Klein will hit McKinley with the pass. 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. The Orioles have not scored yet. Skiba with it. Skiba back to McKinley. Now to Anderson. Jeruzel has it now. Jeruzel to the hoop. Her pass deflected. Klein has it. 3. Oh, way off the mark there. And now with it for Traverse City Central, number 3. And that's Haley Warner, who's checked into the game. Traverse City Central up 4-0. 2:29 to go in this opening quarter. 3-point attempt by the Trojans. In and out, no good. Rebound to Skiba. And Coach, tell the listeners and watchers out there what the Trojans are doing now that has the Orioles just off balance.
Well, I think they're a little more physical defensive team than some of the teams we've seen in the past. Usually a lot of teams let us play off that ball screen. They're really stepping out and hard hedging and pushing that dribbler away from the basket and not allowing us to generate any offense off that ball screen to this point in time.
Okay. Now we have Hannah Glanville has checked into the game. She wears jersey number 30, 5'8" junior, and also Carly Mesher checks back into the game. She wears jersey number 25. Trojans with the basketball. 1:52 left in this opening quarter. 4-0. Yes, that is right, folks. 4-0. Traverse City Central on top in this first quarter. Deflection right there. Last touch by the Orioles. Broomfield will trigger the ball in for Traverse City Central. She'll get it in. I'm sorry, Brumfield. I mispronounced it right there. Shot up, no good there by Lucia France, and here come the Orioles.
She's really got great vision, Scoop. Yeah. She has 1 and 1 assist to this point, but she could really have 3 or 4 if they could finish something.
Skiba with it. She'll give it now. She'll keep it. Now she'll pass it to Glanville. 1:24 to go, opening quarter. Anderson has it. Anderson passed too much right there, intended for Skiba. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Traverse City Central basketball.
You know, the Big North Conference is known for physical half-court defensive play. I know, from the boys, and I'm sure it's probably not that dissimilar when you're talking girls basketball. There's a lot of teams that play really physical and tough half-court defense and make it tough for you to score the ball.
Shot put up there by Brumfield, missed, and now Mesher has it. She'll give it up to Anderson. 1 minute left in the opening quarter. Traverse City Central 4, Ludington nothing. Glanville into Anderson. Just too many hands there for Traverse City Central. Brumfield shot good. And, an offensive foul called there. Basket will not count. Jakaya Brumfield there. .7 seconds to go. Toughest call in basketball right there, isn't it, Coach?
That's a tough call to make, yeah. I thought she really did a nice job of Euro-stepping and trying to stay away from the contact, but I didn't have the angle that the official did there, so he had a much better angle than I did.
Here comes Carly Mesher. 40 seconds to go, opening quarter. They'll get it to Skiba. Skiba with it. Skiba loses it right there. Actually, her shot was rejected. Anderson ended up with it. Now Mesher gets her pocket picked right there. And here come the Trojans with it is number 30. That's Caitlin Heathouse. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound, however, up and in by number 30, Caitlin Heathouse. Ludington down 6-0. 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Glanville with it, 6 seconds. Skiba, again, they tried to force that ball in there to Anderson, deflected, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter here with your score. Traverse City Central 6, Ludington nothing. You are watching and listening to the Orioles Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned. We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. Mike Benedict, What is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm going to go with the old cliche word, and I'm going to say customer service. Like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's going to happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm going to handle things. You know, we take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop. Welcome back to Hall A Gym. Scoop Hansen, Thad Shank, Braden Kronline, Julia Habman, the Oriole Sports Network in collaboration with 102.7 WMOM. Traverse City Central 6, Ludington nothing as we begin play here in the second quarter. Ludington's basketball. Jerusalem will trigger it into Klein. Klein still with it. You can see, Coach, the Orioles really trying to pound that ball down low to Anderson and Laird. Traverse City Central doing a good job defensively against it. Although Laird gets it right there. Now she'll dish it back to Klein. They'll swing it over to Jerusalem, and now Jerusalem will be fouled.
Yeah, Traverse City has really done a nice job on the defensive end. I mean, really, our defense has kind of kept us in this game. This could be a different score right now, but Traverse, the stuff that's usually available in our man-to-man offense or lady-to-lady offense, I should say, just the stuff the girls are used to seeing open and have not been open, and they've tried to force the issue, and it's led to a lot of turnovers this point in time. But you got to credit Traverse City's half-court defense.
Anderson with it to Laird. Laird in the lane, and
nice
there.
move.
Oh, couldn't get it to go with the left hand. She made a nice move. Offensive rebound to Jordan Anderson. She'll dish it back now to Annie Klein. Klein to Anderson.
Keelan's been aggressive tonight. Things haven't fell for her, but it's not from a lack of being aggressive and trying.
Now McKinley went hard to the basket there. She's a little too far underneath, Coach, when she put the shot up. Traverse City Central coming back now, and
I know letting them play.
Yeah, they definitely are right there. Keelan now. Ludington had it, but now Traverse City Central gets it right back. Ball deflected out of bounds, and it will be Traverse City Central basketball.
You know, that's all you get. I mean, refereeing is a difficult thing to do.
No.
And I mean, all you can ask for is having the game be called the same way, and they're letting them play today, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly, Coach. As you said, as a player and as a coach, I guess, as well, too, obviously, all you can ask is, as you said, for the officials to be consistent like that. And they are definitely, as you said, letting them play, both teams. Right now, Traverse City Central up 6-0, 6:46 to go in the opening half. Klein, and they're fighting for a
Good
jump.
job, Annie.
Klein. Jerusalem, McKinley, she'll give it back now to Anderson. Anderson's pass deflected there. She tried to get it to her teammate Laird, and here come the Trojans, and now a shot is put up no good there by France. And now a foul will be called. I don't know. I think they're going to call that on Klein.
You know, you got to give credit to our defense as well.
Yeah.
You know, Traverse City has put some points on the board this year. They're not a team that's had trouble scoring the ball. And, you know, for the number of turnovers that we've had that usually lead to transition buckets the other way, for us to have held Traverse City to only 6 at this point, we're doing some nice things as well. I like the way Annie was fighting down there on the defensive end a second ago.
Kylie Ball at the free throw line for Traverse City Central. She played in the freshman game as well, so she's a Traverse City coach taking advantage of that 5-quarter rule. Are you a big fan of that, Coach?
I mean, there's a purpose for it. I'm not a big, huge fan of it, or we don't use it with the boys very often, but that's just, you know, those are decisions you have to make as a coach, obviously.
Sure. Well, Ludington came down with the rebound there. Both free throws were missed. Keelan Laird passed the ball right there, and that ball had a lot of heat on it. It went out of bounds. Annie Klein couldn't control it. And now here come the Trojans, and there's a basket. Score that for Lucia France. And she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Foul called on Emma McKinley.
This is danger time right now, Scoop.
Yeah.
We need to put a few points on the board and get a little bit of momentum right here. We've done a nice job keeping ourselves in it with our defense, but we can't dig too much of a hole right here.
You know, Ludington down now 9-0 as France gets the free throw. But it hit a couple of outside shots, Coach, that would loosen things up a little bit, but we haven't been able to hit the outside shot. We've been trying to force the ball inside. And again, give a lot of credit to Traverse City Central's defense, and they just forced another turnover. And now we're going to have a...
Well, our bread and butter is the inside game, Scoop, and playing high-low and playing inside and out. And, you know, you're not just going to be able to turn that off. I mean, that's where we've seen success this year, and it's just hard to, when a team really defends you well in that respect, make the proper adjustments.
All right, the Orioles with it. Klein will give it now to Laird. Inside shot. In and out, no good. And here comes Traverse City Central with the ball, number 20, Cameron Craig, who's checked into the game. Play by last, that was Caitlin Heathouse. Now they'll work it inside there. Last touch by Traverse City Central. 5:16 to go in the second quarter. Traverse City Central 9, Ludington nothing. Senior night here tonight.
The last couple of possessions have really been pretty good. We got a few looks down in the block. Keelan's been playing pretty physical down there. Just haven't been able to finish him. We just got to continue.
Lynn with it. Lynn goes up with a shot, blocked, and there it was kicked right there. So it'll be Ludington basketball. On the court for the Orioles now you have Klein, Laird, Mesher, McKinley, and Lynn. Jenna Skiba is going to return and give Keelan Laird a breather. Emma McKinley will trigger the ball in. She'll get it into Annie Klein. 4:57 to go in the opening half. There's a give and go, and a foul will be called on Traverse City Central's number 30, Caitlin Heathouse. McKinley will trigger it in, and she'll get it into Carly Mesher. Mesher now to Lynn. Lynn, the shot is up, no good, and the Trojans have it. Heathouse, she'll give it up now to Kylie Ball. Now a foul is going to be called on Annie Klein. We'd like to thank Benedict's Auto Center, one of our fine sponsors, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution out on the road. Give Mike Benedict a call, 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. There's a shot up and in by the Trojans, number 5, Lucia France. Ludington trails 11-0. There's a give and go to McKinley. Now to Klein. They'll swing it to Mesher. 4:12 to go in the opening half. Inside, Skiba. She got a little too far underneath, and the ball ended up in the hands of Caitlin Heathouse, who lost it out of bounds. So it will be Ludington basketball. Hannah Glanville checks it back into the Oriole lineup. Traverse City Central 11, Ludington nothing. Skiba with it. Skiba now will give it to Glanville. Glanville to Lynn. They'll swing it now to McKinley. McKinley to Lynn. Turn around. In and out. No good. Ball last touched by Ludington. Well, I'll tell you, Coach.
As I said, man, we've had really some good possessions the last 2 or 3 possessions. I mean, if we can just, understand that sometimes against really good defensive teams, it takes a little longer, and we're a little bit more patient and strong with the ball and work it a little more, then we're going to get better opportunities. And you've seen a little bit of that the last few possessions, so that's a good thing. I think playing against a defensive team like this is only going to really make us better to prepare for that district tourney coming up.
I'm being redundant in saying this, Coach. It goes without saying, we're just having a hard time finishing right now.
Well, part of that's the defense as well. There's no doubt about that.
3-point attempt there by McKinley, no good, and here comes the Traverse City Central Trojans. Heathouse will get it now to Ashlyn Hill. Inside, shot up and in. Nice shot there by Ashlyn Hill. 13-0. Ludington was down 6-0 at the end of one. McKinley with it right now. Yeah, as you said too, Coach, give a lot of credit to this Traverse City Central defense and what they've done to the Orioles. A quarter and a half into the game.
They're just bigger, faster, and stronger, 1 through 5 than a lot of teams we play. And
there's a nice move by Carly Mesher. Shot overlaid, and here comes Traverse City Central with 2:51 to go now in the second quarter. Brumfield, nice move. Shot no good. Rebound up and in, however, by Lucia France. She's got 7 points in this first half. Traverse City Central 15, Ludington nothing. 2:43 to go in the opening half. We're going to step aside as there's a timeout on the floor. You're watching and listening to the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S., and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Traverse City Central 15, Ludington nothing. We're in the second quarter, and right now we would like to thank another of our fine sponsors, and that would be Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. It'll be Ludington basketball. 2:43 to go in this opening half. McKinley with it now. McKinley out there with Glanville, Jerusalem, Laird, and Skiba. Keelan Laird with it. Laird shot, no good. She draws the foul, and she'll shoot two. Good aggressiveness there, Coach, by Keelan Laird.
Yeah, I like the way she put her shoulder down, crab dribble, got to in front of the rim right there. And yeah, I've been impressed by Keelan today. I know she hasn't put any points on the board, but she's playing with a little chip on her shoulder today.
There we go. There we go. The first Oriole point, and it's Keelan Laird a free throw. Yep, you're right, Coach. He is playing aggressively and going into the
student section just went wild.
Yeah, they
there,
did.
Scoop. You didn't say anything about that. Come on.
Now, they even went wilder there. They have the Michigan State theme going on tonight. Big support for Michigan State. And they love those two free throws. Ludington down by 13, 15-2. And it's good to hear our student section getting into it right now. Traverse City Central with the basketball. There's a steal there by McKinley. McKinley deflected it to Skiba, and now Klein has it. Annie Klein with the ball. She'll swing it now to McKinley. Back to Klein. Now to Jerusalem. Jerusalem in the lane, and she's going to draw the foul. I was going to say, Coach, with Keelan going next year, she'll be furthering her education at Ferris State and playing in the GLIAC. That's probably a little physical there. Teams like
I would imagine.
Grand Valley State and Michigan Tech. All right, 1:54 left in this opening half. Orioles trail 15-2. Annie Klein with it now. Laird will take the jumper. It's off the mark. Ball fought for, and Heathouse comes away with it for Traverse City Central. She'll give it now to Brumfield. We have a foul called now. It's going to be on Emma McKinley.
The Brumfield girl's done a good job picking her spots today. She's eagerly hunting that paint, trying to get the ball down into the paint and create some stuff, and she's made a lot of the right decisions of when to attack and when not to today.
First free throw is no good. Carly Mesher comes back into the Oriole lineup, replacing Emma McKinley. 1:37 to go, opening half. Orioles were down 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. Brumfield's second free throw is good. Traverse City Central 16, Ludington 2. Klein with it now to Mesher. Mesher still with the ball. She'll give it now to Laird. Laird in the paint, nice move. Basket's good, and she's fouled. Boy, that was a sweet move there by Keelan Laird in the paint. She gets the basket, and she's going to shoot for the three-point play right now.
Yeah, that was a nice spin move. She's been very aggressive taking that ball to the hoop, not looking to pass it quite as much and looking to get it to the rim, and I think that's probably directly coming from Coach Stowe, what he wants her to do. She's going to have to kind of take over down the stretch this season for Ludington to play at its best, I think.
Keelan Laird completes the three-point play by sinking the free throw. She has all 5 of the Oriole points. And Traverse City Central comes back the other way. Shot up, no good. Shot blocked there by Laird. Ball fought for, coming away with it for Traverse City, Ashlyn Hill, I'm sorry. And now we're going to have a foul called on Carly Mesher. Orioles down by 11, and Coach, this could be a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, we're in striking distance right now, Scoop. Our defense has kept us in this basketball game, and, you know, I mean, I think what you can say about our young ladies is, one, I mean, things haven't been going well on the offensive end, but they haven't let it affected their, you know, with how they're playing on the defensive end, and that's something that, you know, sometimes doesn't happen in situations like this. When the ball's not going in, you don't feel good about yourself, you don't guard as hard, but give the ladies credit. They've kept themselves in it to some extent.
Brumfield gets both free throws. Traverse City Central up 18-5. 1 minute left in the opening half. Mesher. And just lost the ball on the dribble drive right there. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Trojans basketball. Olivia Lynn will check back into the Oriole lineup. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Brumfield with the ball. She'll give it now to Heat House. Heat House back to Brumfield. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Heat House with it. She ran into that double team there, Mesher and Laird. Brumfield has it, 30 seconds. Now with it, Heat House. Heat House guarded there by Carly Mesher. She made a pretty sweet move right there. Put Carly right on her back, and then the baseline jumper hit Ashleen Hill with the basket right there, and the Orioles trail 20-5. Laird with it now. Laird on the way to the hoop. No good, ball out of bounds. It will be Traverse City Central basketball. Trojans up 20-5. Tomorrow, the OSN and 102.7 WMOM will be right back here with you at Hawley Gym. They'll get the ball up court. 3 seconds to go. Shot up. Oh, good. Basket hit there by Lucia France. And your score at the half from Hawley Gym. Traverse City Central 22, Ludington 5. Back in 2 minutes here on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Traverse City Central 22, Ludington 5. A big thank you to Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. Ludington was outscored by the Trojans 16-5 in that second quarter after being outscored 6-0 in the first quarter, and that's where we stand right now, 22-5. Scoring for the Orioles, all 5 of their points scored by Keelan Laird. For Traverse City Central, 3 points for Jakaya Brumfield. Lucia France, 9 points, 2 for Sophia Simon, 4 points for Ashleen Hill, and 4 points for Caitlin Heathouse. We'd also like to thank Indian Summer Co-op, our exclusive player in the spotlight sponsor, although tonight it's going to be the principal in the spotlight, principal / JV girls basketball coach in the spotlight. Indian Summer, proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. And it was nice to see the Ludington sideline cheerleaders just put on a little bit of a performance right there.
Magnificent performance.
Not a little bit, a magnificent, that's right. Why did I say a little bit? Should be saying what that is saying, a magnificent performance right there. And they performed also on Friday night here at Hawley Gym, put on a performance at halftime, and they're doing a nice job this season as well. Right now we're going to step aside and listen to the interview I did earlier with Ludington High School Principal Dan Mesher. Stay tuned, O's fans. Welcome, Ludington Oriole fans, to the Indian Summer LHS Principal / JV girls basketball coach in the spotlight. We're with Dan Mesher. And Dan, tell the Oriole Nation out there a bit about what's going on at Ludington High School these days. I know that there's a lot going on, actually. Talk a bit about the renovations and how this is going to affect Hawley Gym, and then we'll also get into talking a little bit about your duties as the JV girls coach.
You bet. Thanks for having me, Scoop. We are in the midst of a $60 million bond project. We're so thankful to our voters for always supporting the school system, and I've been here nearly my entire life, and that's one thing that I can always say about this community is that they support their students, student athletes in clubs, groups, activities, you name it. They support us, and that's something we're very thankful for. So we're in the midst of that right now. If you've been to a game or you came to Quiz Bowl last week, you've been to a concert, you can see that things are taking place. A lot is taking place. And so this summer, the entire complex will be shut down from the middle school to the high school. They're going to be doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and it will be jam-packed with workers here this summer. And then when we come back in the fall, a lot will be done, and we'll actually have a new front entrance, and that will be going where Hawley Gym is at in the back. The back will be the front of the school. So I think the community will see a lot of amazing changes over the course of the next year and a half until this bond project is complete.
Now, the Franklin Elementary School, which was tore down recently, that was my elementary school, is that going to be parking there for LHS?
Correct. We will have a new bus turnaround back there, be very safe. Parent turnaround there for parents to drop off their children. And then we'll have a nice spot for student parking, event parking, because we know right now there's an inconvenience for event parking, and we apologize for that right now. Get us through the winter, but we know all that will be straightened out. So we appreciate the patience by all of the community community and with our parking situation here this fall and winter. But we're 1 week away from that being done, and then beginning next fall, we'll have a brand new setup.
And you and I were talking before the interview, talking about Holly Gym, if there's going to be any cosmetic changes to that.
There will be lighting. There'll be new bleachers. Those bleachers have been around a long, long time, and so we actually can't get any parts for them anymore. Mm-hmm. So we're getting brand new bleachers. It'll be a nice facelift in there. I think it'll still have the feel of Holly Gym, but it will have some much needed upgrades for everyone. And so we're really excited for that to get done this summer and into early fall.
Football field, Oriole Field.
You bet. Football field, turf is going in. We also have a new team room going in as well. So there's a lot of excitement down there. I know that the girls softball diamond is just about complete, and I think that will be up and ready to go. Mm-hmm. And then the following year, baseball will get done. So just all these upgrades, and if you're from here or been around here, you know that we have just made do with what we've had for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. And now the community has really stepped up and allowed us to upgrade our facilities.
Dan, tell the viewers out there and the listeners a bit about how the transition has went. Seems like everybody's pretty happy. The Ludington High School now in the West Michigan Conference.
I think it couldn't have gone any better, to be honest. Leaving the Seaway Conference was probably one of the best conferences in the state of Michigan for many, many years. I was able to play in that conference for my 4 years, and then we tossed through a couple different leagues, the Western Waterways and the Great, the Lakes 8, and they're good leagues, but they're small leagues, and we really weren't in with other schools our size. And now we are in a very competitive league, 14 schools, 7 in our division, 7 in the smaller school division, and we are competing at a high level, and I really believe it's going to get us ready for tournament run in all sports.
JV girls basketball coach, I know that's coaching is something you love to do. And it's got to be made even better for you having your daughter as an assistant this year. Talk a bit about that and what you have enjoyed most coaching these young ladies.
I've coached for 20 plus years, baseball, basketball, football. I've coached middle school, boys, girls, and I just love coaching. I love being around the student athlete, and I love basketball. It's a true passion of mine. And so having my oldest daughter, Katie, who played 2 years in the college level, having her around, it's just something I'll never forget. To be able to see my youngest play and to be able to coach with my oldest, it's just something that's a dream come true. And she brings a lot of credibility, to every practice and every game. And when she speaks, they listen. And so it's been a great family to bring us together, to have us there at games and practices. And I treasure that now and forever.
Speaking of treasuring, I'm sure you and wife Amy totally treasured daughter Carly, and you treasure all your kids, no doubt about that. But Carly and her teammates run last year to the Breslin Center.
Yeah, to be able to have my son get a chance his sophomore year to make a run to the Breslin Center and get to shoot a 3-pointer, first points. That's something that we always talk about. And then for our youngest child to get a chance to do the same thing and make a run to the Breslin Center. For how many student athletes have had that dream in this state of Michigan and across the country, and to have 2 of my children be able to experience that in small town Ludington, it was a great run. It was a lot of fun, and hey, we're hoping that these teams can continue to make runs like that.
Well, Dan, we appreciate your time today. It's always great chatting with you. I always enjoy it, whether it's an interview or just stopping in to say hi and talk a little sports or talk about past Oriole sports history. Always a pleasure. Congratulations on being the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole principal / JV girls basketball coach in the spotlight. We wish you and your girls team all the best. And as always, go O's.
You bet. Thanks, Scoop.
Welcome back to Holly Gym. We want to thank Indian Summer Co-op, and also we want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, Indian Summer, our exclusive player in the spotlight sponsor, and tonight it was the principal, the LHS principal / JV girls basketball coach and the sponsor. And Coach, I thought you'd be pretty proud of me there. I kept the interview this year with Dan Mesher under 7 minutes. I've had interviews with him.
I have to talk to our sponsor, Scoop, and see if that's good enough for them. That you're holding those things down to 6.5, 7 minutes.
There's a good. Laird with the shot, no good. Ludington.
Great high-low action by the Orioles right there. Coach Joe's picked out a couple things where he thinks he can get a few buckets in this half, and they went right for it right there.
Ball deflected there by Carly Mesher. We're underway here in the third quarter. Orioles there with that nice high-low, as Coach Shank was just alluding to. Just couldn't finish right there. Ludington trails 22-5. Traverse City Central with the basketball. 14-footer up and no good there by Ashlyn Hill. Olivia Lynn has the ball for the Ludington Orioles. There's a steal now by the Trojans. That's Heathouse, shot good. Caitlin Heathouse.
It's been tough sledding on the offensive end for the Orioles tonight. I think nights when it's been tough sledding before, they could rely on their defense to create a little bit of offense, but that Brumfield girl's pretty darn good and crafty with the basketball. There just hasn't been that many opportunities to turn over the Trojans tonight.
Lynn will give it up to Klein. Klein's pass sails out of bounds. It will be Traverse City Central basketball. You know, you were mentioning that, Coach, low-scoring games, which last year we had a lot of low-scoring games through the tournament run for Ludington, but the defense kept them in it, and then they got the clutch baskets. You know, you think back to the big wins against Negaunee and against Frankenmuth last year on the way to the Breslin Center.
Well, Ludington's not going to face a team at the level of Traverse City Central through the district and the regional. So if you can take this for what it is and learn from it and help make it a little better, then that's what we're looking for right here.
You can see what the Orioles are trying to do in the second half, Coach. That high-low right there. Their passes have just been a little bit too high, and you're thinking, wow, you got Olivia Lynn out there who's 5'11".
There's not much room to get that ball in there, Scoop. Defensively, the Trojans are doing a great job of hard hedging that ball screen and recovering and playing great ball screen defense. So
Emma McKinley knocks the ball out of bounds right there. 6:03 to go in the third quarter. Traverse City Central 24, Ludington 5. Now we have a foul, I believe, on Carly Mesher. We'd like to thank Urca Auto Center, one of our fine sponsors. They are founded on that trust, integrity, and respect. Urca Auto Center proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep coming back. It's Traverse City Central with the basketball right now. Brumfield with it. Brumfield still on the drive. Now she'll kick it to Heathouse. Three-pointer, good. Caitlin Heathouse with the assist to Jakaya Brumfield. Traverse City Central 27, Ludington 5. Lynn will give it now to McKinley. Now to Laird. Laird to Lynn. To McKinley. Laird with it now. She'll swing it. Mesher, three-pointer. Good! She kissed it off the bank and then a little...
Think she called that, Scoop?
I think so.
She called that?
I think she did, Coach. And Carly Mesher tickles the twines from three-point land. Boy, that shot had every little bit of everything to it, Coach. Rattled around and before it finally sank through the twines there. Orioles trail 27-8. Shot put up there, no good. Boy, Central doing a great job on the boards. Now we have a jump ball. Carly Mesher down. She went down hard. Lucia France battling there with Keelan Laird. Yeah, I would say by far, Coach, this has been their most physical game of the season.
Well, you've seen them, Scoop, so
yeah.
I trust you on that one. Traverse City Central definitely is a physical team on the defensive end.
Trojans will get the ball in three-point attempt up, no good there. Shot was put up by Warner. Rebound to Laird. She'll outlet it to Klein. Klein, McKinley. McKinley, and she's going to draw the foul. Good way to take it to the hoop there, Emma. Emma McKinley at the free throw line. 4:31 left in the third quarter. McKinley's first free throw, no good. Second attempt, up, no good. Coming away with it for the Trojans, number 5. And that's Lucia France.
Really nice job by that Brumfield girl. I mean, playing under control, just dropped that dime down there. Traverse City just could not finish. I've been impressed with her tonight. For a sophomore, she does some really nice things.
And she gets the ball into her teammate, and that's Hallie Warner, who sinks the 3 for the Trojans. Traverse City Central 30, Ludington 8, 4:05 to go. Annie Klein, three-point attempt, no good. Rebound to France. Look at it back, nice pass right there. Shot up and in by France, number 5. I'm not sure if that's Lucia France or Lucia France. We're gonna go with Lucia, and if I'm saying it wrong, I do apologize.
Scoop, man, I thought that's the pregame
That usually
preparation
is,
right there. You find out that from their coach.
I did, and there's a nice move by Keelan Laird, who gets the bucket. And now here comes Traverse City Central. Ludington trails 32-10. 3:17 to go in the third quarter. Three-point attempt, no good there by Warner. However,
we've been giving up a lot of second opportunities in the second half. I think Traverse City's physical nature is kind of wearing on us a little bit. We've done a nice job defending. We just haven't finished the possessions in the second half that we were finishing in the first half.
That was Caitlin Heathouse who got that last bucket for the Trojans. She has 10 points in the game. Jordan Anderson will check into the Oriole lineup, as does Hannah Glanville, and also number 15, Jenna Skiba. So you got Skiba out there, Anderson, Jerusalem, Klein, and Glanville. Jerusalem with the ball. Now to Klein. Klein's pass sails out of bounds. She was trying to go to her teammate right there. Skiba. Turnover for the Orioles, and here comes Traverse City Central. In the lane. Pass goes out of bounds, and it's going to go to Ludington right there. That pass from Sophia Simon. Trying to find her teammate. You're right, though, Coach. Jakaya Brumfield. She is a good-looking ball player. Just a sophomore.
Yeah, I've been impressed by their 2 sophomores. Her and number 5, both.
France, yeah.
They're a good combo. Brumfield hasn't scored a ball a lot, but she's really initiated most everything in Traverse City's offense.
Yeah, most of their scoring has come from Lucia France and also Caitlin Heathouse. Traverse City Central up 34-10, 2:15 to go in this third quarter. Inside, shot up, no good, ball out of bounds. It will be Ludington basketball. Carly Mesher reports back into the Oriole lineup. Folks, I was talking about Urca Auto Center. Customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. Urca family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. We got a timeout on the floor. Ludington trails 34-10. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Traverse City Central 34, Ludington 10, 1:54 to go in the third quarter. Carly Mesher with the basketball. She'll give it now to Jordan Anderson. Anderson will swing it to Jeruzal. Jeruzal trying to get it to Anderson. Traverse City Central has it. Brumfield in the paint. Trying to get that ball to her teammate Heathouse. Goes out of bounds. It will be Ludington basketball. Again, the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Back with you tomorrow, right back here at Hawley Gym. The Battle of Mason County. The Ludington Oriole boys team taking on Mason County Central, their county rival. And should be fun night tomorrow night here at Hawley. You'll have, going to bring this up with Coach Shank here, you'll have a couple of newly 1,000-point scorers in Will Shy and David Sunshine Schillinger, Coach.
Yep, two kids have had nice careers for their prospective schools. It should be fun tomorrow night. I'm guessing there'll be a lot of people in Hawley, and we've been blessed with some pretty good attendance over the last few weeks at our basketball games. It's made for a great high school atmosphere.
Yeah, that Cadillac game earlier, and then the game Friday night against Whitehall. Standing room only. Here's a steal by Traverse City Central, and now a foul called on the Trojans. Carly Mesher draws the foul right there as she took the charge. And it's called on number 2, Jakaya Brumfield. 1:01 left in the third quarter. Orioles down 34-10. Mesher with it. Now to Skiba. Skiba's pass is picked off. Brumfield has it. Brumfield now, and shot put up no good there by Addison Boer, who's got into the game. But a follow-up there by Caitlin Heathouse, and the Trojans now lead 36-10 with 34 seconds to go in this third quarter. Mesher, and do we have a timeout?
Looks like it.
Timeout.
Looks like Coach Joe got a timeout before that ball was thrown away.
30-second timeout. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Also, a shout-out to Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. And Crown and Cork, they'll be reopening in April. Shout out to Linda and Brian Matson, the proprietors, as they enter their third year. Crown and Cork, located at 502 West Loomis, across from the Ludington Marina. Some awesome food down there at Crown and Cork. And can't wait till
That's coming from the guy who eats out 3 times a week, so he knows, folks.
That's true. Yeah, sometimes 3 times a week. All right, Ludington will on the attack here. Mesher with it. Mesher, and now, boy, Mesher and Brumfield really going at it there, Coach.
Yeah, Carly's been frustrated a little bit tonight. She continues to compete, and Traverse City Central's kind of turned it up on defense. They're looking to do a little bit of trapping now and try to create some offense from their defense.
There's a shot put up, no good by Jeruzal. Jordan Anderson, nice job on the board there. She gets the offensive rebound and the putback. And there's the buzzer, and at the end of 3 from Hawley, your score, Traverse City Central 36, Ludington 12. You're watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We feature craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our hand-battered fish and chips made with fresh walleye, And you definitely want to try our Crown and Cork burger, made with 2 USDA prime Angus beef patties, topped with a tangy sauce on a homemade brioche bun. But if it's comfort food you want, I have to recommend our creamy Alfredo. It's taken months for our chefs to perfect its rich and buttery sauce, but I think you will agree it was worth the wait. And parents, take a night off and actually bring your entire family. We have an interactive play area and a kids-approved menu. We are closed for the season, reopening in April. To stay up to date on what we are doing to enhance the experience for next year, follow us on Facebook or check our website at crownandcork.com. We look forward to serving you again very soon.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Scoop Hansen, Thad Shank, Braden Kronline, and Julia Habman, the Oriole Sports Network, in conjunction with 102.7 WMOM. Traverse City Central 36, Ludington 12. The Orioles were outscored 14-7 in that third quarter by the Trojans. Ludington basketball to begin play here in the fourth quarter. McKinley will get the ball into Klein. Klein now to McKinley. Mesher with it, loses it, but it ends up in the hands of Annie Klein. Klein will swing it now to McKinley. McKinley to Klein. Laird, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Hallie Warner. And here comes Traverse City Central. Warner ahead, and now a foul called on Keelan Laird as Lucia France went up with the shot. She's going to shoot 2.
Traverse City did a really nice job of keeping the ball out of the paint, that possession right there. That was about 23 seconds for Ludington outside of the paint. We eventually got a decent look from behind the arc, but if the ball never gets into the paint on an offensive possession, it's pretty hard to generate great shots. And when you force average shots, it allows you to get out in transition, and that's what Traverse City did right there, got out in transition.
France hits both of her free throws, and the Trojans are now up 38-12. 7:27 to go in the game. Laird with it. Laird shot up, no good. Rebound to the Trojans, Ashleen Hill. Hill will give it now to Warner. Warner over to Boer. Boer inside. Shot put up by France, no good. She gets her own rebound off the miss, and she cans the shot.
Really nice job sitting down and sealing Keelan in the paint right there. She did a phenomenal job of knocking her back a step and posting right there.
Laird, and she'll be called for the travel right there. You can see.
Keelan, I feel good about this game tonight that Keelan's had. I mean, she's playing against a more physical team than she's played against probably this year. She's really been aggressive on the offensive end. A lot of shots have been right there and just haven't fell tonight. So, I mean, I think that's a good sign. You can take away some good signs from this going into the district tournament. If she plays with aggressive nature like that in the district, there's not a lot of people who are going to slow her down, I don't think.
There's a basket there by Traverse City Central, Sophia Simon. Traverse City Central now up 42-12 with 6:29 to go in the game. Mesher with it. Mesher, her shot, no good. Rebound, Traverse City Central. Got a little too far underneath the basket right there. Addison Boer with it now, and she's going to draw the foul. 6:15 to go in the game. And Coach, you've talked about it a little bit tonight. You know, Ludington here facing Traverse City Central, big North School team, physical team.
This is, you have to play non-conference games like this. I know everybody's been raving about us playing in the West Michigan Conference, but Scoop, I mean, it's a big world out there. And the West Michigan Conference is a good conference for us, but it's not a conference that's going to necessarily test us, you need to be in basketball anyway. I can't speak for every sport. I don't know enough about the level of competition in the other sports, but at the same time, you have to have these non-conference games. It's great to have 22 games to be able to branch out and have 8 non-conference games to go out and find teams like this to play. I mean, if you I mean, Ludington's weaknesses will be magnified in this game, even though Coach Stowe has told his girls this is things that we need to be better at. It's going to be a lot more recognizable for some girls when they watch some film after this game. And, you know, I mean, it gives them a shot to adjust a few things a little bit. I mean, it can only... I mean, obviously losing this bad this late in the season can hurt a little bit, but at the same time, it really should be something that helps us for that turning run.
Orioles trail 42. Yeah, I was going to ask you, Coach, what can Coach Stowe and what can the girls take out of this game? And you just gave a great explanation. And you and your boys, you played 4 of the 6 Big North schools this year in basketball.
Yeah, well, you know, we have, and they've been all battles. I mean, other than Cadillac taking us to pieces, the other 3 games have been battles, and we were fortunate to come out on top in 3 of those games. But
against a very good Petoskey team, Traverse City Central. There's a steal by the Trojans. The shot is up and in there. That's Caitlin Heathouse. And I see, Coach, that Petoskey defeated Cadillac the other night. The Vikings have lost a couple conference games of late. They lost to Traverse City Central and Petoskey of late.
Well, those are good, solid high school basketball teams. So, and you know, you even talk about that, and those are big Class A schools that are up north. I mean, we haven't even talked about getting down to Grand Rapids or the Detroit area or things like that. So, I mean, as tough as we think it is playing some of these schools, I mean, there are even whole other levels out there. But Traverse City got to be excited for the future of this ladies basketball team. They got some players.
They do. Olivia Lynn at the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1. 5:08 to go in the game. The shot is up and in and out, no good. Rebound to the Trojans. Brumfield has it. Brumfield will give it up now. Warner, her shot up and in. Boy, this is an impressive TC Central team.
You know, Scoop, you don't remember. I know you do remember, but you weren't thinking about it when Ludington went to the semifinals last year. How much they got taken to the woodshed there in Detroit last year.
Oh.
I mean that's part of the journey. You know, that's part of the journey in getting better. So
you're exactly right on that, Coach Shank, and we did talk about it at the time when we were in Detroit, but we didn't talk a lot about it when Ludington was making that run, and that just helped them out tremendously, no doubt. We want to thank Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. Also a big shout out to Ludington Paint and Glass. They have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. Call LP&G at 843-8250. LP&G, the local source for all of your projects. They are proud to support Ludington Orioles sports while being a sponsor on the Orioles Sports Network. You know, Thad, the Ludington girls last year in the Detroit tournament, they lost to the number 1 and number 2 seeds in Division 1. Or I should say ranked teams. Yeah, there's a nice basket there by Keelan Laird. It was West Bloomfield and Heartland, the 2 teams that Ludington played in that Detroit tournament. And those 2 teams ended up meeting in the state championship game in Division 1, with West Bloomfield winning it all. All right, right now we have 4:20 left in the game. Traverse City Central 46, Ludington 14. On the court for the Orioles, Laird, Klein, Jerusalem, Lynn, and Glanville. Olivia Lynn, shot up, no good. Rebound, Glanville. She'll give it back now to Jerusalem. I think you would have liked to seen Glanville put the shot up there. That's easier said than done, though. Inside they go to Lynn. Her shot, good. Olivia Lynn for the assist to Keelan Laird. Orioles trail 46-16. Now there's did they get the timeout? They got the timeout before Ludington got the steal there, so timeout on the floor. Orioles trail 46-16. And we're going to talk a bit about McGee Insurance Group right now. They have been serving West Michigan since 1939. McGee Insurance Group provides quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10, located next door to Ludington Chiropractic. Call 845-5000. And a shout out as well to Ludington Chiropractic. If you are having back and neck pain, coach, and you need to see a chiropractor to relieve that pain, see Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck, Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 231-843-1874. All right, there's a shot up by the Trojans, no good. They get the ball, however. It's knocked out of bounds. It will be Ludington basketball. Oh, okay. All right, 3:30 to go in the game. Ludington down 46-16. There's a nice move there by Olivia Lind. Can't finish, however. And here comes Traverse City Central. Now a foul will be called on Annie Klein with 3:19 to go in the game. Hallie Warner goes to the free throw line for Traverse City Central. First shot is up and in. Checking into the Oriole lineup, our foreign exchange student from Madrid, Spain, Christina Speck. Second free throw, up and in. Warner gets both, and the Trojans have a 48-16 lead now. On the court for the Orioles, Glanville, Lynn, Spock, Klein, and Laird. Klein will give it now to Glanville. To Laird. Laird will swing it now. Christina Spock with it. Spock, nice dribble drive, up and in! That's her first points as a Ludington Oriole, coach.
She's smiling, Scoop.
Oh,
she's got one from ear to ear right now.
That's awesome. Great. That's what the game's about, isn't it, Coach?
That's pretty good. That's for sure.
Yeah, Christina Spock, our foreign exchange student, gets her first points as a Ludington Oriole varsity basketball player. She made a really nice move there, too, Coach. All right, Ludington down 48-18, 2:37 to go in the game. Brumfield, her shot no good, but she's fouled and she'll shoot two. We want to thank Urca Auto Center. They are founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The Urca family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282 and talk with Doug Seymour. And I believe Doug was a player for your dad, Doug Seymour.
Sticks.
Yeah, Sticks. Yep. All right, into the Oriole lineup, 15, Jenna Skiba also checking in. Number 42, that's Sabrina Ramirez, a 5'9" junior. And number 32, Madeline Kenyon, a 5'7" freshman. And she's played in the JV game tonight. So Coach Stowe taking advantage of that 5-quarter rule, putting her in right now. Second free throw also good by Brumfield. Brumfield has 5 points in the game, all on free throws. But she's more valuable. She's a lot more than just scoring, doesn't she, Coach? Okay, so
yeah, for sure.
Ramirez, her shot no good. Ball is fought for, jump ball. Possession error to the Orioles. 2:19 to go in the game. Trojans up 50-18. Kenyon will trigger it in to Skiba, and she's fouled, and she'll shoot two now. Big thank you to Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. Give Mike Benedict a call, 613-4111. Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Skiba, second attempt, no good. Ball fought for. Glanville in there fighting for it. Jump ball, possession arrow to Traverse City Central. We'll be back with you tomorrow night, folks. A boys JV varsity doubleheader here from Hawley Gymnasium. The battle for Mason County. The Spartans and the Orioles. There's a shot. Score it there for Elizabeth Phillips. Gets the basket for Traverse City Central. Trojans up 52-18. Spock with the ball. Now to Ramirez. Ramirez will get it to Skiba. Skiba back to Ramirez. Now to Spock. Spock.
Is that the microwave sister?
That is. I believe it is, Coach. Yes.
Come on, you got to have that information.
Yeah.
Come on.
I hopefully I'm not letting you down too much tonight. Addison Boer gets the basket there for Traverse City Central. We had his brother Marcus played for you a couple years back, the mini microwave. So, yeah, Sabrina Ramirez out there. I'll have to ask Dante about that. I'm not 100% sure. Her shot is blocked right there. Ramirez does get it back to Kenya. Now to hey!
She's
how about that?
up.
Christina Schwach with the basket, and she's got 4 points now in the game. She'll remember this night the rest of her life, Coach.
Oh, we're going for
Sabrina Ramirez on the steal. When she's back there talking with her family back in Madrid, Spain, about the 4 points she scored. There's a shot up and in by Hannah Glanville. Ludington trails 54-22, 38 seconds to go in the game. Shot there, missed. Rebound to the Trojans. Brumfield has it. Now Brumfield will give it to Boer. Boer, shot up and no good there by Elizabeth Phillips. 16 seconds left. Christina Spock with the ball. She'll pass it now to Sabrina Ramirez. 8 seconds. Ramirez, her shot no good. Glanville, put back no good, and Trojans have the ball and they'll just hold it, and there's the buzzer. And your final score, the Traverse City Central Trojans 54, the Ludington Orioles 22. You know, Coach, that shows a lot about what just happened there with the Ludington bench there. When you see they lose a game 54-22, but what do? They go up, and they were happy as could be for their teammate, Christina Spock.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of kids out there who don't get talked about who fulfill those roles for teams, whether it be basketball or any other sport. They're not very glamorous, but, you know, you can't have a real good team if they're not all in, and obviously they really care for that young lady because of their reaction to her getting those points tonight. So that's a cool thing about high school sports, one of the many cool things.
It sure is, and that's like Friday. I was here early, and I was here with the equipment with Braden, and I heard you talking to your players, and you said, you know, hey, let's go out tonight and have some fun. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You guys, we've had a good season. Let's go out and have some fun tonight.
At this point in time,
yeah.
You know, I mean, you've put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you don't go out and enjoy it, too many people this time of year come around March, you know, don't go out to have fun. I mean, the work's been done. I mean, hopefully you deserve to win. Whether that happens or not, it's a whole different.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving
teams over the years who are not very loose or not, you know, not playing with. Playing, you know, they're worrying about things. They're not
real
playing,
tight.
Yeah, they're playing tight, and that's not the way we want to be as a basketball team. And nobody plays their best when they're playing tight. So
what caught my ear, though, Coach, was just you telling them to have fun and how proud you were of them and how proud you were to be their coach. And
all coaches feel that way. So yeah.
Well, Ludington loses here tonight, 54-22. But as Coach Shank alluded to a couple of times, a lot that the Ludington Orioles girls team can take away here with their district tournament starting a week from this Wednesday. They'll start up, and we're going to step aside right now. And when we return, we'll have the Smith and Eddy post-game show coming your way here on the Orioles Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Orioles Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Scoop Hansen, Thad Shank, Braden Kronline, and Julia Habman, the Orioles Sports Network in conjunction with 102.7 WMOM. We want to thank Smith & Eddy, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Ludington falling here tonight by the score of 54-22. The Orioles were outscored 18-10 in that fourth quarter. And scoring for the Orioles tonight, 4 points for Christina Schbach, her first points as a Ludington Oriole, the foreign exchange student from Madrid, Spain. 3 for Carly Mesher, 2 for Hannah Glanville, 2 for Olivia Lynn, and I had Keelan Laird down for 11 tonight. For Traverse City Central, 14 for Caitlin Heathouse, 2 for Elizabeth Phillips, 4 for Ashleen Hill, 4 for Sophia Simon, 2 for Addison Boer, 5 for Jakaya Brumfield, 7 for Hallie Warner, and Lucia France, a big game tonight for the Trojans. She had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 for Lucia France. And joining me right now, Coach Warren Stowe. Coach Stowe, saw how the girls from the Big North played tonight. Traverse City Central, and they have a very talented team, a very physical game out there tonight. But I'm sure there's a lot you can take from this game tonight. 54-22 loss.
Yeah, that's a really good basketball team. Physical, strong, talented, and give them a ton of credit. Mm-hmm. They came out from the opening tip and they kind of ate our lunch and really had no shot. There was some times early I thought maybe we could claw back in it, but they just clamped down and we couldn't meet that level of intensity, and the decision making wasn't great. But again, that's credit to Traverse City, so they did a great job.
Your girls played some pretty staunch defense in that first quarter, held them to just 6 points. And give credit to your team. You kept trying to get that ball down low to Keelan or Olivia or Jordan. And Traverse City Central, you got to give them a lot of credit defensively, what they did.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't throw it when they're not open. I mean, if there's a girl sitting in their lap, +1 behind, we got to make sure we're getting it to the opposite side and to the wing. And I think, probably when we watch it back, we'll see that. But again, Traverse City wasn't going to let us just throw it down, and we had some untimely decision-making early that kind of dug us in that hole. And then when we could get to the rim, they just bounced out. It was just one of those nights all the way around.
A couple of the ball players that Coach Shank and myself were really impressed with. He was really impressed with Jakaya Brumfield, their sophomore guard. She only had 5 points tonight, but she did a lot of other things really nice out there. Also, Lucia France, a sophomore forward. and Caitlin Heathouse, their senior guard.
Yeah, they're great players. At number 5 is she's a beast in the best possible way. She's a really good player, and kind of had our way with us and did whatever she wanted. And the Brumfield girl, I know she didn't score, but like you said, she gets them into a lot of their stuff. She's good in transition. She gets skinny through the lane, and again, just a really great game by Traverse City.
Keelan Laird, again, Coach Shank pointed out that he thought she had a very nice game tonight. Did a lot of things that were very positive.
Yeah, she's great, and senior night, Keelan, Annie, Livia, and then Christina. Add Christina to that mix. Like I said in the locker room, this one game of 32 minutes doesn't, define who they are as people. They've really left their legacy here. That group has won a lot of games collectively and a lot of championships, and just beyond that, just been really important to Ludington girls basketball.
And Coach, we hit on the fact about the holiday tournament last year in Detroit, where your girls played the number 1 and 2 ranked teams in the state. Those 2 teams that ended up meeting for the state championship in Division I, West Bloomfield and Heartland. And look what a positive that was.
Yeah,
the girls may have got beat pretty badly in those games, but it sure did help out in the long run, didn't it, for your girls on that run to the Breslin Center?
It sure did, and that's how you have to look at games like this. I mean, this isn't easy. It's a hard pill to swallow, right? But you have to just learn from it and get better, and if you want to make a run, and it's time. That was in December.
Yes.
There's 1 game left, 2 games guaranteed, and it could be all over. So, we kind of got to get to the drawing board and just look at how we can improve and take on this, because we're going to see big, tough, physical basketball with the Cadillacs and the Big Rapids and the Reed Cities in our district.
Last thing before we wrap things up, Coach, how cool was it to see your foreign exchange student from Madrid, Spain, get her first varsity points tonight? Not only 1 basket, but 2 baskets. And I'll tell you what, that first basket she scored, she made a heck of a move on that, taking it to the hoop.
It was great. I know she's been wanting that, and I told her to stay with it, and I was hoping that tonight would be the night, and I'm happy that she was able to get in the game, and I'm happy that she was able to score. Girls like Christina and Sabrina, they put just as much time in as anybody. Not 1 second less, and they don't see the court as often as all those other girls, So being able to get them in, and Christina had a couple good plays, a great pass to Hannah. I'm really proud of both of them.
And you saw how at the end of the game there, your team coming out and smiles on their face. They had just taken a pretty bad beating, but they were out there. And they were so happy for Christina scoring.
Yep, and that's good. That's how you have to think about it, right? You can cry about it, or you can just learn from it and get better. I mean, you just got to face the storm, be the bison.
Well, Coach, we look forward to being with your girls next Wednesday at Reed City. I got to get with Coach Shank on that, because we got some paperwork we have to do, and we're looking forward to being there for your game against the winner of
Reed City and Cadillac.
Reed City and Cadillac next Wednesday at Reed City High School. So,
great. Thanks for being here, and go O's.
You're welcome. Go O's. Coach Warren Stowe, his team tonight on senior night, they played the Traverse City Central Trojans. They fall 54-22, but just what you would expect from Coach Warren Stowe, always a very positive, upbeat person, Coach. And even though his team took a pretty good beating tonight from Traverse City Central, he knows the advantages of this, what it could be.
You can. There's only 2 things you can do. You can fold up your tents and be all done, or you can learn from it and try to have it make you better. So that's, he's got the right attitude, and. There's plenty of times in life you get your butt whipped. It's just how you react to it that I think defines you in the long run. So,
Yeah, I hear you, Coach. We'd like to thank Urca Auto Center. They are founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices, so our customers keep coming back. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The Urca family has been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. And we also want to give some love to Ludington Chiropractic. If you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor to relieve that pain, see Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 843-1874. And I think we'd also like to thank Ludington Paint and Glass, who have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. Call LP&G at 843-8250. LP&G, the local source for all your projects. They are proud to support Ludington Orioles sports while being a sponsor on the OSN. And with that said, for our executive producer, executive director, my color commentary man tonight, the one and only Thad Shank. Also for Braden Kronline, the OSN 102.7 WMOM technical engineer, and also for Julia Habman, the Orioles Sports Network camerawoman. This is Todd Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, saying so long from Hawley Gymnasium. Once again, your final scores in the JV game: Traverse City Central 35, Ludington 26, and in the varsity game, Traverse City Central 54, Ludington 22. Good night, Oriole fans.
This has been a presentation of high school sports, courtesy of the Orioles Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by the House of Flavors Manufacturing, Pierre Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Indian Summer, Lundquist Furniture. Also in part by McGee Insurance, Lundquist Paint and Glass, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Benedict's Auto Center, Ludington Chiropractic, and